fact and unbiased should be the order of the day. Is no longer living up to the expectations of being the last hope of the common man. The court in Nigeria is now doing the biddings of the same oppressors, the same powerful, wicked ones in Nigeria. And that is why don't be surprised when you have any issues with anybody in Nigeria as of today, and that person is very wealthy, connected, he himself will be the one to tell you that go to court, because he knows that the court that we knew in the 70s, in the 80s, are no longer the same courts that we are now knowing in 2025. So they will be to tell you, go to court. They know people that in the court, they are as corrupt and as wicked as they themselves that are oppressing you. So it's just like me, o fẹ́ gbé ẹjọ́ ìkà, o fẹ́ lọ gbé bá ìkà. That is ẹjọ́ ìkà. Lo fẹ́ lọ gbé bá ìkà, ìkà ló máa dájọ́. So how can ìkà dá ẹjọ́ ẹ̀bi fún ìkà? And that is why, when I look at how far justice for Mohbad has gone, where we were from and where we are, it irritates my heart that many were asleep and the enemies came. They cut away, and they even ended up buying that strong determinations in the minds of people. It is common thing to say you are on social media and what you are doing, it does not matter, and they don't hear you, cannot move anything. But I can tell you, it's a total lie and gibberish. If the social media was so unimportant as they claim, if the social media is so useless as they claim, why don't you ask them when Mohbad died? Why did they unleash the social media to suit their narrative? Why did they unleash the social media on Naira Marley? Why did they unleash the social media on Baba Mohbad? Why did they unleash the social media on Prime Boy? If whatever you are saying on social media, the way you have been speaking on social media, has not added any value to the fight for justice, ask those that are making that comment. Now, what was the first instrument Iyabo Ojo used when Mr. Adebanjo killed Mohbad? To divert attentions of the people from the real killer of Mohbad. It was the same social media, because they knew the powers that social media hold. They know. A defeat of any case on social media is almost as a defeat anywhere else in Nigeria. I'm going to say that again. If there's any case whatsoever that is being defeated on social media, it is as good as being defeated everywhere else, including the court of law in Nigeria. Because the truth is, the so-called court of law in our country called Nigeria is becoming almost non-existent, because it is available for the highest bidder. The sanctity of the law is no longer being respected. What is being respected is the sanctity of what you have to offer to the custodians of the law. The sanctity of the law in Nigeria is no longer being respected by the court of law. What is now being respected is the political connections of those whose cases have been brought to that court of law. That's why you hear that some judges, they have been bribed, some of them have been coerced, some of them have been threatened, some of them have been written their final judgment even before the court day. Just look at the case of Shotobi. Look at the case of Corona Inquest. You and I, we knew that what Shotobi did in the last day of the Corona Inquest, where she was reading gibberish, was a total display of madness and disgrace to the judiciary system. Total display of madness and disgrace to the judiciary system. A Corona Inquest that have got a lot of witnesses that have not been called. Corona Inquest that have got witnesses that stated clearly that Mohbad was good as dead on the 11th of September between 12:30 and 3:30. The Corona Inquest that stated that they brought Mohbad to the second hospital dead, smelly, with the body in stage 3. Corona Inquest where witnesses said 9 o'clock on Tuesday, Mohbad was already dead. They called him that Mohbad was dead. 11:30 on Tuesday, they called him again. Mohbad was dead. Even Darusha said 12 o'clock, they called him that Mohbad was dead on Tuesday. That same Corona Inquest could not juxtapose all the witnesses' statements to come out with the fact that Mohbad was dead on Monday. What happened to Mohbad before he died on Monday? But we actually leave all those and went to the issue of Wunmi was a nice wife, obedient wife, humble wife. I need to laugh. Suddenly, Wunmi was an obedient wife, was a caring wife. In what manners was Wunmi was obedient and caring wife? If that somebody had written a final note for Shotobi to read, that was why she called that court. She called the court gathering April 2. Nobody was prepared for it. She just called that this is the day the court will do. When nobody was expecting it to come and read the jargons she was handed over. So in Nigeria case today, if you have a case in Nigeria and then social media is not being used rightly to defend your case, you are finished. If you have a case in Nigeria and social media is not being used in the right manner to defend your case, and you allow the wrong narrative to be propagated, to be spread about your case on social media, you are finished. The social media effect on any case you have, especially with those that are rich and that are connected, is your strongest weapon if you want to defeat the evil ones in Nigeria. And that was why they were trying all they could. Different laws, different restrictions to curtail the social media. Because they know that is the weapon of the truth. When Mohbad died, Iyabo Ojo, she knew exactly how Mohbad died. Iyabo Ojo knew that Mohbad died inside the house. Do you know that when they were using social media to their advantage, when Mohbad died on the September 11, 2023, nobody ever told us that Mohbad died inside the house. Nobody ever told us that Mohbad died inside the house. In fact, there was one of their useless instruments that claimed he saw Mohbad on the way to the hospital, and even said he took pictures with Mohbad. He said he hugged Mohbad, and Mohbad was smiling at him, and Mohbad walked straight inside the hospital, and Mohbad never walked out again. Do you remember? Wunmi Adebanjo never told us about anything that happened inside that house. Every narrative that they pushed at that point to social media was that Mohbad died outside the house. Nobody knew that it was inside that house that Mohbad took his last breath. They didn't bring it to our notice at all. All what we were thinking was that Mohbad was spy outside the house at the show by the Malians. And they pushed that narrative so much that even we were, in fact, the only thing that saved Naira Marley was that he was out of the country. People would have actually spied him straight. If they saw him anywhere at that point, they would have spied that man. That was how wicked, how soulless people that push the narrative using the social media, and how calculative they were, knowing fully well the importance of social media, using the social media to their advantage to protect the real killer of Mohbad, Wunmi Adebanjo, that slept with Mohbad inside the house on the 11th of September 2023. They pushed everything away from Mohbad's house. Nothing, nobody ever thought that Mohbad died inside the house. They didn't say anything about Mohbad dying inside the house. Nobody heard anything about the nurse. Nobody knew Mohbad was treated by anybody. Nobody knew Mohbad went to the house and never came back. At that point, everybody was like, Naira Marley, the Malians, they have killed Mohbad, they have killed Mohbad, they have killed Mohbad, they have killed Mohbad. Even Iyabo Ojo came out and was shouting, hey, Marley, how nigga, tí bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ́ pààyàn nìyẹn London, tí bẹ́ẹ̀ jẹ́ pààyàn nìyẹn London, ìbá pààyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ní London, ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́ pààyàn ní Nàìjíríà bẹ́ẹ̀ o, Èkó lélẹ́yìí o, Èkó níbí yìí o. That bastard kept on shouting like that. And nobody knew. Even Wunmi Adebanjo, the killer of Mohbad, was busy putting it on the social media. They have taken him away from me. They have spied the nigger. The nigger loved me so much. Come and take your trophy. That bastard Wunmi Adebanjo never said that she fought Mohbad on the 11th of September 2023. She never mentioned it that she fought Mohbad on the 11th of September 2023 about 1 o'clock. She never scolded us on that about night tweet. Can you tap, please? I don't know why they are sending me warning stuff. Can you tap, please? And people that are flagging, God will punish you. All those that are flagging, God will punish you.
Yeah, they are flagging. That's it.
Punish them.
So everybody continue flex. It's happening.
God will punish them. All those that are flagging, they are flagging. You need to tap. Don't allow them to flag the show. Don't allow them to flag the show. God will punish them. I heard one of them, some of them they will be saying, where is vengeance? Vengeance is gone. Vengeance has gone solo. Vengeance has gone hiding. Vengeance has gone liquor. Let me laugh 3 times. Wọ́n wá ti bà á, wọ́n wá ti bà á, ayé vengeance wọ́n wá ti bà á, kò lè jáde mọ́, kò lè sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́, wọ́n wá ti bà á, àwọn eléré ibùdó ìwọ́n ti ta á. Bàbá yìí lọ́wọ́ máa bà. Ẹ mú ẹ kì í ṣe ọmọdé lẹ pè ní. Eléré kọjá lọ, àgbẹ̀ ń tàka, ẹ sọ fún mi, ṣé ìta ló fẹ́ fi pa ẹrin ni? Ṣé ìka ló fẹ́ fi pa ẹrin? Eléré bú. Please tap on your screen. Their troubles have just started. The father that fathered their fathers. Mọ anything. Ayé ti ta. Eléré bú ni wọ́n wà láì. Where is vengeance? Vengeance has gone. Vengeance has gone solo. You cannot speak again. You didn't get in the car. JFM is finished. They cannot talk again. Ayé yìí ti ta. Let's leave those idiots. Let's continue to tap, please. The truth is, even when Iyabo Ojo, yes, Iyabo Ojo himself, when she was talking, Iyabo Ojo never said Wunmi, the wife, fought with Mohbad, held his neck, wanted to strangulate him, tore his clothes on their way from Ikorodu back to Lekki on the 10th. Do you know, if these people were not hiding anything, do you know they would have given the whole details on social media for the whole Nigerians to see and read? But because they had lot to hide, because they wanted to protect the real killer of Mohbad, and they rather shift the blames on an innocent young man called Naira Marley, they shielded the true reflection and practicals that preceded untimely death of that boy. They shielded everything away from the masses. They shielded everything away from the social media. And they now started playing mind games, pushing wrong narrative to the social media in order to destroy the image of an innocent young man called Naira Marley and protect the image of the real killer of Mohbad, Wunmi Adebanjo. They didn't tell us anything. They didn't tell us that on 2 days prior to the Mohbad's death, that Mohbad was already asking Wunmi that he was going to do DNA about Liam. They didn't tell us anything. They didn't tell us that there was an argument in Mohbad's house prior to Mohbad leaving that house to Ikorodu for that show that night. They didn't tell us. They didn't tell us that Wunmi Adebanjo was in that car that went with Mohbad to Ikorodu show. And there was counter argument in the car from the whole Ikorodu to Lekki, from whole Lekki to Ikorodu, a journey that spanned for almost 3 hours. You know, when a man and his girlfriend, or whatever they call her, started having argument for almost 3 hours, from the journey from Ileki to Ikorodu. And it all boiled down to the fact that my money, the paternity of Liam. Primeboy was there in the car now. Even though he did not tell us to detail what they were arguing about, but he let the cat out of the bag. We had a glimpse, he said it, that they were discussing about family issue. Family issue, and Mohbad was angry, and Wunmi was abusing him. Family issue, serious fight. They didn't tell us. They did not tell us that even at that Ikorodu show, Wunmi was staying in the car throughout the show, and she did not step her feet on the soil of Ikorodu. They didn't tell us that Wunmi was busy in the car, networking, chatting, calling, sending text messages. What was the text messages all about? What was the calling all about? If not about how Mohbad's life will be ended. Who was he chatting with? Who was Wunmi chatting with in the car throughout the time she stayed in the car at Ikorodu while Mohbad was performing on the stage? Who was she communicating with? If Wunmi was there to support her so-called husband, to support her career, why didn't he go down and go with her husband so that she could actually offer that emotional support? Because the Were team, àwọn Temi's platform, àwọn Were, they said Wunmi was a very supportive wife. Totobi said Wunmi was very submissive wife. A submissive wife indeed, that bullied Mohbad to death, that abused that boy financially, abused him physically, abused him sexually, abused him in everything, was a submissive wife to Shotobi. I pray that Shotobi's children too shall marry somebody like Wunmi. If they are all married, if all Shotobi's children are all married, their wives, the spirit of Wunmi Adebanjo shall possess the wives of our male children. And then so that their wives can be supportive, or can be more supportive than Wunmi Adebanjo, the way Wunmi supported Mohbad until Mohbad died. I pray so for Shotobi. Wunmi was in the car, networking, doing all what she wanted to do, knowing fully well that there was a plan in place to end Mohbad's life. Nothing concerned Wunmi about Mohbad going there to play. In fact, as we had it, they said that was the first time Wunmi Adebanjo will go with Mohbad to a show. So it was calculated, it was for a purpose. Did they tell us when they were telling us Naira Marley cancel Naira Marley? They didn't tell us. They didn't tell us. They hid everything from social media because they knew things like that will open the minds of Nigerians to actually how Mohbad died. They knew things like that will awaken the consciousness and the intelligence of Nigerians, that how come somebody fought with his wife a night before and then within 24 hours that person died miserably, that person died untimely, that person died in that awkward manner? Who could have killed the person rather than the same wife that she fought with? But they didn't want anybody to know. It was a nice marriage. It was a nice marriage. Everybody was happy. We never fought each other. He said we never fought each other before. He said, in fact, Emi Atokomi, àájì òrí marriage àájì rí ó dẹ̀ tẹ̀lé lọ Ìkòròdú ó tẹ̀lé bọ̀ láti Ìkòròdú ó fún aṣọ ọmọ lọ́rùn ó fa aṣọ ẹ̀yà ẹ̀dẹ̀ ájì rí. Not from where we saw tó fi pariwo lé lórí tó ń pariwo lé ọkùnrin lórí bí ẹni pé ìwọ ló fẹ́ àbí ìwọ ló gbé sílé Wùmí tó yẹ pé ọmọ aláìníran ni tó ń pariwo lé Mohbad lórí bí ẹni pé òun gangan lọ̀gá ẹ̀. They hid everything for social media. Do you know when they were shouting cancel Naira Marley pé Marley ló pa Mohbad, do you know that they did not even tell us there was any fight or any argument between Prime Boy and Mohbad at all at that time? Do you know that? So that will tell you that it was a calculative attempt. Mohbad's death, there was a framework on Mohbad's death. There were options. Option A, option B, option C, option D. Let us use this one first. When we use this one, we can use this one to buy us time. When we exhaust this option, we will move to option B. We will use this option B to also buy us time. When we exhaust this option B, we will move to option C. We will use this option C to buy us time. When we use this option, I can see your live request, but I'm on live. Yeah. So when we finish this, that is what has been the game plan. So when Iyabo Ojo was busy shouting about Naira Marley, they have killed him, they have kinikan, wọ́n ti pa ẹlẹ́mà pa lọ́mọ ẹlẹ́mà ṣe kinikan. The stupid people never told us there was any show, anything that happened at Ikorodu. They maximize that number one option of nailing Naira Marley. They maximize it. They utilize it to their satisfactions. They use that Naira Marley to create a serious escape route for Wunmi Adebanjo to avoid public scrutiny at that level. They dwell on Naira Marley. Wọ́n gbéjòkó ti Naira Marley, wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí kun Naira Marley, wọ́n bà ayé ẹ̀jẹ̀ social media. Every Nigerian ni wọ́n rò bẹ́ẹ̀ pé Naira Marley ó mú ìbọn lọ sílé Mohbad tó lọ fi pa Mohbad dànù. Every Nigerian ló fi pé àwọn Naira Marley wọ́n rán assassin lọ sílé Mohbad lọ pa Mohbad ni. They dwell on that one. That was option A. They dwell on it. And the whole Nigerians, almost the whole world, fell into that trap, including me myself, when Mohbad just died. In my mind, I was thinking Naira Marley sent an assassin. I was thinking the Malians, they sent people that went to Mohbad wherever he was at that time. Maybe he was at the show, maybe he was at Kinikan. They injured him. And then they now rushed Mohbad to the hospital. Especially when that idiot said, I hug Mohbad. He walked into the hospital and then the nurse was running. The doctor was running. And the nurse said Mohbad had died. And I said, how? How could Mohbad die? The person that I just hugged now. So my mind was like, the Naira Marlians niggas were the one that attacked Mohbad. And Mohbad succumbed to the injuries he sustained at the hospital. Little did we know that Naira Marlians and the Malians, they have not seen Mohbad for almost 6 months before Mohbad's death. That was the game. That was the game. People now started talking about the accident of Naira Marley. He has a clinic in London. He's a clinic in London. Therefore, he was capable of doing it. He was a clinic. He has been to jail. Look at how they creep into the weaknesses of Naira Marley. They creep into the antecedent of Naira Marley. They use the history of Naira Marley as an advantage to cover up their evil actions concerning Mohbad. And that is why if you have a dirty history, you need to walk far away from where people can draw you into crime you know nothing about. Because that was what they did for Naira Marley. They used Naira Marley's past against him to nail him. And at that time, we never knew that there was any problem on the way to Ikorodu. We never knew there was any problem at Ikorodu. We never knew there was any problem from Ikorodu back to Lekki. We didn't know anything. Everything was Talopa Mohbad. People will be shouting Naira Marley. Talopa Mohbad, Naira Marley. Talopa Mohbad, Naira Marley. And Wunmi Adebanjo was comfortable in her domains. She kept totally quiet. She was loving it. No updates. Come and take your trophy. You have killed the nigger. She was so happy because things were going according to plan. You know that was when they also inaugurated this GoFundMe for Liam. And all Nigerians from far and wide, they were busy putting money to that GoFundMe, thinking that they were helping Mohbad's son. Putting money there, putting money there, putting money there, putting money there. And that time, they have IT specialists. They have WhatsApp group where they continue to fuel that wrong narrative about Naira Marley. They were fueling it. And if you go to Facebook, you will see Naira Marley is a clinical, Naira Marley is a killer, Naira Marley is a drug addict, Naira Marley is a clinical. Anywhere you go to TikTok, you go to Twitter, you go to everywhere. Naira Marley was being crucified from every angle. And the whole world was believing that Naira Marley has just killed Mohbad. Not knowing that nothing like that happened. And they used that to accumulate blood money for Liam, in the name of Liam. Why they kept on destroying the image of Naira Marley. Then at the time, when they found out that the fire of that narrative was not as burning as they wanted it to be, they shifted to what? They shifted to Prime Boy. Do you all remember? It was when the issue of Naira Marley, when they were hammering on Naira Marley, when they were hammering on Naira Marley, and people are getting to know that they said Naira Marley was not in Nigeria now when Mohbad died. Or was it possible that he actually make a call for the attack for wherever he was? And they understood that people were having this second opinion about Naira Marley. They now shifted the matter to Prime Boy. They now started talking about Prime Boy, and Prime Boy fought Mohbad. Prime Boy used a juju on Mohbad. Prime Boy injured Mohbad. Prime Boy stabbed Mohbad. They moved to the second option. But they are not giving up on the first option. So they now make it dual assignments. Naira Marley, Prime Boy. Naira Marley, Prime Boy. They were eating those two very much. At that point again, none of them, Iyabo Ojo, Wunmi Adebanjo, Toto Dike, Karimo, none of them told us that they fought, that Wunmi Adebanjo and Mohbad, they fought each other. Nobody. None of them said it, that they actually fought each other. In fact, it was when we were talking about Prime Boy and Naira Marley that they now pushed bad narrative about Baba Mohbad. Saying Baba Mohbad, Baba Mohbad this, Baba Mohbad that, Baba Mohbad buried Mohbad alive. They said Baba Mohbad buried Mohbad alive. And we told him you should not bury him. In fact, somebody like me at that point, I also believed that Mohbad was buried alive. Why? Because nobody told us at that point that Mohbad was already dead for almost 2 days before he was buried. Nobody told us at that point that these evil men and women, they embalmed Mohbad in the house before Mohbad was buried. Nobody told us at that point that Mohbad was taken to 2 police stations where his corpse was rejected before he was buried. So people were also having this thing that Mohbad was not dead yet, but he was buried alive. They added Baba Mohbad to the narrative, and they went all out to destroy those 3 personalities: Naira Marley, Prime Boy, and Emperor Joseph Aloba. And Wunmi and Iyabo Ojo, they were very much comfortable at that point. Very much comfortable at that point. And it was not too far from that point that my C released one audio where it was heard about the threat of Wunmi Adebanjo to Mohbad, and where Mohbad was telling her, pé tó bá pa mí, ò lè pa gbogbo family mi. And that was when Lagata, that bastard pedophile, that bastard spiritual G-boy ritualist, went to Temi's platform to go and tell them that he knew everything about that audio, he knew my C, and then he had some guys, and they was going to do everything possible to make sure that the truth about how Mohbad died did not come to light. That Lagata, this same Lagata, it was at that time. So Lagata was one of those that Wunmi Adebanjo used to downplay that audio VN where Mohbad was telling Wunmi that he knew exactly what he was planning to do to him. And the onslaught on Baba Mohbad, Naira Marley, and Prime Boy continued. Wunmi Adebanjo was feeling like a royal princess. She never knew. Wunmi Adebanjo did not know that would not last. She was feeling like a what? Like a royal princess at that time. Thinking the money will continue to flow. Nigerians will continue to give him money, give her money, give the child money, give her money, give the child money. Iyabo Ojo too was feeling pumpy, was feeling was feeling cocky, feeling confident that she will run away with the wrong narrative that Malians are the one that killed Mohbad at that point. They were all getting the money. They were getting the sympathy. All of them were equally happy with the way things were going at that point. Social media was used to alienate the image of Naira Marley, alienate the image of Emperor Joseph Aloba, alienate the image of Prime Boy at that particular time. And Wunmi Adebanjo, the real killer of Mohbad, was seen as a victim rather than the culprit at that point. And they were all comfortable, including Karima. Very, very comfortable. Everything was going as planned. Karima had the promise being given to her. She was also playing by the game. She wanted the money too. She wanted Mohbad's sweat. She was happy with the way one narrative was going. She was not convinced that she needed to speak out. It was when they rammed her out of the equation that she got to know that she needed to speak out. Social media was diligently used by the killer of Mohbad to destroy the case of Mohbad to a logical extent as we have it today. So if anything whatsoever, if you are going through any difficulty in a country called Nigeria, if you are going through any confrontations in the country called Nigeria, don't ever allow your enemies to hijack the social media from you. Because if they do, you are finished. Do you know what VDM went through just because he told people that they should consider putting an eye on the DNA of Liam as possible motive for killing Mohbad? Do you know what he went through because of that? VDM was threatened and was arrested. Did VDM take a lawyer to go and challenge Mohbad case in court at that point? No, he didn't do that. What he just did was to redirect and reorientate Nigerians using social media and deter them from going southward in the direction that Wunmi Adebanjo wanted the Nigerians to go. VDM redirected them to take northwardly, and that didn't go well with them. And they turned VDM to one of their greatest enemies till today, just because VDM made use of social media to redirect the steps of Nigerians in the right path, and they didn't like it because they knew the importance of social media. They knew the consequences of social media being used the right way. Those that killed Mohbad, territories or people, Yoruba has conquered the minds of gullible ones in J4M. From the way he speaks, people can fall easily for his gimmicks. Yoruba kò sí ọmọ rẹ̀ kan nínú ìbọn àwọn Yorùbá actors, especially any one of them tó yẹ pé social media relevance ló ń wá, likes of Ìyábọ̀ Òjó, Yomi Fabiyi, kò sí ọmọ rẹ̀ kan nínú ìbọn wọn. Àwọn méjì useless fellows ni wọ́n. Useless fellows ni wọ́n. Ẹnu lásán ni wọ́n ní bí àjàkàrà. Rádaràda ni wọ́n. Life wọn is not kò worth care máa sọ pé let my life be like this. They are useless animals. Wọ́n dànù tó at the end of nothing. Never be títí the town. General Trust No One, General Comfy, you are both welcome. Thank you so much. General Trust No One, you can unmute your mic.
Good afternoon.
All right.
Ẹ káàsán o, Trust No One ṣe wá pa. Our commenters. PP Sniper, shey you don hear your mentor? You don hear your mentor? You don see the way your mentor dey do? You don see am? You don hear am? You don see your mentor? Yomi ni say. Yomi ni say. After Yomi nìkan ló lè sọ fún Sniper pé kó dúró. Ló lè sọ pé kó lá òbòyàwó ẹ̀ tó lè la. Ló lè sọ pé kó jókòó.
General Comfy, wọ́n dẹ̀ pé Sniper tẹ̀sán yàtọ̀ sí eléyìí o. The Sniper yẹn yàtọ̀ sí eléyìí. Ọ̀tọ̀ lélẹ̀.
Ó yàtọ̀ sí eléyìí. Okay, ṣáà náà ní Sniper kan lọ́dọ̀ wa ni.
Sniper wèrè ní ẹ̀ ń tiẹ̀.
Sniper tó máa ń jẹ̀gbẹ́ Yomi lélẹ̀ òkè ti tọ̀dọ̀ wa rẹ̀. Sọ́rí ẹ má
olùsí ni Sniper yẹn kì í ṣe o.
ètò máa ń jẹ̀gbẹ́ Yomi yẹn.
Ìyẹn ò lè wà, ọ̀dọ̀ Yomi yẹn máa kú sí.
Okay, I'm not that. Okay, má bínú, sorry. Yomi. But àtìgbà ó ti ń gbàwé lè mọ́ra. Ṣé wọ́n dẹ̀ dáwó fún ṣá? Ṣé wọ́n dáwó fún bẹ̀yẹn ṣá?
Kò rí kọ́bọ̀ níbo.
Ó dẹ̀ lè máa rí àwọn àrejẹ o.
Eléyìí tó bá dá fún wọn àti Mọ́jọ́lá ní àjọ ṣíà ẹ̀. ló máa dá 20,000 fún Mọ́jọ́lá àgbà bíi 25,000 àgbà bíi 5,000 náà àgbà 25,000 Yomi ti lanà pátá kò gbowó mọ́.
ẹ̀rù gbogbo ẹjọ́ yẹn ó dẹ̀ àwọn èèyàn wá dúró máa ń ṣe bí ṣé wò ṣọ́dẹ̀ ni wọ́n ní.
ọjọ́ dànù ní kò gbowó kankan.
kò èmi ò understand o èmi ò dẹ̀ kí n lè jókòó tẹ̀ máa gbọ́rọ̀ Yomi ó lẹ́sẹ̀ wípé mi tẹ̀ kí n rìn fáṣọ rẹ̀ because mi tẹ̀ kí n fẹ́ máa gbọ́ àwọn ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn. òun sọ fún wọn ní kóòtù pé ṣe ṣeré ní ṣe ṣe kíní kan ní ṣe ṣe gbà ní. ẹ wo ó lágbára gan o. Yomi desperate kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ at least kò sẹ́ni tí ò ní ìjọwọ́ desperation tẹ̀ yìí ti pọ̀ tó bá rí pé o sọ̀rọ̀ ó ti wojú ló ti wẹnu ọkọ́ ó ti rí pé àwọn eléyìí ó dà pé àwọn eléyìí ojú wọn ti là o kò sọ̀rọ̀ tí màá sọ tẹ́ pé wọ́n tẹ̀ máa wà moved ó yẹ kán ṣe kí ló yẹ ó yẹ kó kàn tiẹ̀ kó má máa ro gbogbo ẹjọ́ yẹn mọ́ ṣó believe pé let me still try more let me try my luck ṣé try your luck ló ń ṣe ní pẹ̀lú ẹjọ́ yẹn pé maybe a sì lè rí múgù tó máa.
ó ń try luck ẹ̀ pẹ̀lú wọn ni.
kí n gbé fọ́mátì kan wá mo fẹ́ gbowó lọ́wọ́ kí mo gbé fọ́mátì wá mo gbé wá lénìí ọ̀la ojoojúmọ́ ló máa sọ kinní yìí ṣé kò mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n tiẹ̀ sọ pé tó ń kọ́ volunteer pé Uncle Yomi bíi Mọ́jọ́lá ní Uncle Yomi ẹja fún ní owó bá ẹja dáwó because ṣe rí owó dídá yìí àtinúwá ni kò sẹ́ni tó lè force anybody àtinúwá ni ẹni tí ò bá lé ẹni tó bóyá èèyàn ní bábí 100,000 nínú account ó ti wo 100,000 yẹn owó mi ni ó dẹ̀ wá fẹ́ fún yàn pé ẹnìkan dẹ̀ nídìí nǹkan kan nínú 100,000 yẹn bóyá ó ti ọkàn wá pé nínú 100,000 yìí mo dẹ̀ lè do away with 10,000 àbí 15 no let me just do away with it wàá fínú fídọ̀ fi owó yẹn lẹ̀ ni kò dìgbà tẹ́ni ẹ bá rojọ́ jù tó bá dẹ̀ ní fílẹ̀ kò sí kó máa rojọ́ dọ́là mẹ́ta kò sí nǹkan kan tó lè yọ sínú owó yẹn because èmi understand àwọn èèyàn I don't understand ṣé bọ̀bọ̀ yìí kò ṣiṣẹ́ owó rárá ni ṣé kò ṣiṣẹ́ rárá ni ṣé fíìmù ẹ̀ ò tà ni àbí ṣé ó yìí ṣe fíìmù ṣá because gbogbo nǹkan tó ń ṣe yìí ń sin plan B ló yẹ kó jẹ́ gbogbo scamming gbogbo fọ́mátì yìí ń sin plan B ló yẹ kó jẹ́ tó yẹ kó ní tangible owó ibi source of income because kò síbi kò yé mi I don't understand èmi ò mọ reason tó fi dandan ni ṣá o gbọ́dọ̀ máa rape àwọn èèyàn of their hard-earned money plan B ló yẹ kí scam ẹ̀yẹn jẹ́ plan B bóyá ó sáfẹ́rẹ́ díẹ̀ ó sáré nálẹ̀ àwọn tó bá fẹ́ sẹ́rí mọ́ á dẹ̀ sẹ́rí mọ́ bó ṣe kó ṣe nìyẹn ó wá mú ní pé òun gangan ni source of income so o gbọ́dọ̀ máa gba owó every month from where you did not sow ibi tó ò ṣiṣẹ́ sí everybody ló ń bọ́ síta tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ṣó easy ni it is not easy àwọn tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ kówó yẹn sílẹ̀ they can as well sit down in their comfort zone kán nà sórí bed kán má máa jáde ní ìdájí kán máa jáde nínú òtútù wàá nà sórí bẹ́ẹ̀dì fẹ́lẹ́fẹ́lẹ́ wàá máa gba owó lọ́wọ́ àwọn tọ́mọṣẹ́ ṣe àṣekúdórógbó iṣẹ́ wàá dẹ̀ nálẹ̀ wàá dẹ̀ máa jẹun.
My phone when it happens I'm not happy.
But this I don't understand olúkálukú ló ń ṣiṣẹ́ náà bọ́bọ́ yóò ṣiṣẹ́ ó ṣàfẹ́ máa gba owó kó máa gba ọ̀fẹ́ ni kí ló dé kí ló dé èmi ò understand o mi ò gò tẹ̀ yé mi o obìnrin gan ṣiṣẹ́ náà obìnrin gan ló ṣiṣẹ́ jù ní abroad yìí obìnrin tẹ́ bá ríṣẹ́ mi tí obìnrin ṣe báyìí ẹ dẹ̀ máa pìtẹ̀ pé egungun ṣèbọn ní egungun méje ni obìnrin ní ni wá tó ṣe wá tó wá ń ṣiṣẹ́ bíi pé o ní extra egungun pamọ́ síbì kan wàá wá fẹ́ gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ṣó possible ṣá àsìkò yẹn ti lọ àsìkò yẹn ó ti lọ mo rántí nígbà tí tèmi àti Fábónìta yìí ń sọ̀rọ̀ ṣó ti eyín tá a sì máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ nígbà yẹn mo gbọ́ kémi mú àkáǹtì mi wá gbogbo ìgbà yẹn ni Yọ̀mí ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí mo fi sọ pé ẹja dáwó fún Yọ̀mí o ẹja fún Yọ̀mí lówó o bí nǹkan tó ń ṣe yìí ó mú mi ní múgùn náà gbà yẹn tí mi tètè mọ àwọn tó jáse mi ò jáse rárá ló bá ní mo bá sọ pé ẹja dáwó fún Yọ̀mí táwọn mọ́mí Adéníkan wà lára àwọn tó máa ka àwọn kọ́mẹ́ǹtì tínú máa ń bí mi iná máa ń bí mi ńgbà yẹn ẹ wo ìyá ìlọjókòó jára ni ṣé ẹ̀rí iṣẹ́ tí bọ̀bọ̀ ṣé ẹ̀rí iṣẹ́ tó ń ṣe ni tá máa ní olè ni tá máa ní gbájú ẹ̀ ni tá máa ní fọwọ́ ni iná máa ń bí mi ńgbà ìbọn mi ní sọ̀rọ̀ ṣó ti eyín ní Fábónì bá ní Sister Comfy, can you please give me your account number? I want to send money to I want to send money to Yomi Fabiyi. Wọ́n ní account number. Èmi ò gbowó sí account number mi. Wọ́n ní you want to send money but no, ṣé mo ti sọ kíní yẹn ní orí live. So later ó dà pé after some days ló wá pé kémi fóònù ní account number mi. Bá ní èmi ò ń gbowó sáka mi ìgbà owó kankan sáka nọ́mbà mi o mi dẹ̀ ń fúnyàn lówó mi ì fúnyàn lákan nọ́mbà mi pé kán sanwó sí fún èèyàn kan àfi tán bá fẹ́ fún èmi gangan lówó ni account number máa ń jáde mi ò fi account number mi gba owó ẹlòmíì no so mo ní pé account number pé kó lọ san síbẹ̀ direct náà so later kámẹ́rà yẹn ń show so later ni ó tún sọ pé kinní kan mo ní má sanwó sí má fún Yọ̀mí lówó má fún ní ó ní òun fẹ́ 100,000 má fún ní 60 má fún lówó ó ní later ó ṣàwò pé ó máa lọ sanwó sí má fún lówó kankan later ló ní àwọn ò ní fún lówó mọ́ òun ò ní fún lówó wàá kó máa gba owó lówó kì í ṣe pé bóyá kinní ẹni tó lóun fẹ́ sanwó gan-an kì í ṣe pé bóyá owó yẹn pọ̀ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ o ṣó ti eyín bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn bọ̀ tí ó ń wò pé jẹ́ kí n torí ẹnu burúkú tó gbé wá sínú justice for Mohbad tó fi ń convince àwọn èèyàn pé lóòótọ́ òun ṣe nǹkan owó tó yẹ kéèyàn fi ṣe nǹkan fún ara ẹ̀ wàá kówó yẹn wàá lọ kó sínú àkáǹtì Yọ̀mí tí ò ní ṣiṣẹ́ Yọ̀mí tí ò níṣẹ́ káàtẹ̀ ní pé ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ni a sọ pé ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ Yọ̀mí ò ṣiṣẹ́ Yọ̀mí is not working. ó ní bẹ́gibẹ́gi tó ń ṣe yìí primary source of income mú Yọ̀mí òun ní ẹnu burúkú tó wà lẹ́nu ẹ̀ yẹn ẹnu yẹn òun níṣẹ́ Yọ̀mí kò síbi kankan tó ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ kò ṣe fíìmù kò ṣe nǹkan kan kò ṣe fíìmù kò ṣe editing títorí pé o believe pé àwọn justice for Mohbad wọ́n ti ń san owó ẹ̀ wọ́n ti ń san iṣu ẹ̀ àwọn ẹgbẹ́ ibi tó ti wá wọ́n máa ṣe premier ẹ wo wọ́n máa ṣe premier àbí kí lẹ ti pè ná premier wọ́n máa ṣe premier wọ́n máa ṣe premier wọ́n máa ṣe gbá wọ́n máa polówó wọ́n máa jọ bára wọn ṣe wọ́n máa ṣe gbá wọ́n máa ṣàwo lè rí Yọ̀mí ń bẹ̀ premier ẹ má dá wọ́ọ̀dù yẹn wá fún honestly kásùnkàjì bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ẹ lè rí Yọ̀mí bẹ́ẹ̀ níbi tán ti ń bára wọn ṣe tán ti ń polówó fíìmù ara wọn tán ti ń ṣe premier kìíní kan o ìgbà o ẹ lè bá Yọ̀mí ò lè lọ ok fíìmù wo ló máa gbé jáde ńsìn ká ló fẹ́ ṣe premier tó máa wá réyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ kò lè réyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ because òun náà ò kí ń lọ sí tiwọn kò lè réyàn lórí burúkú ara ẹ̀ ó jókòó sínú justice for Mohbad ẹjọ́ ṣé kò yé mi ṣé o dẹ̀ believe pé ní wákàtí àti ọ̀wọ̀ nínú justice o believe pé story tó ti ń gbé bọ̀ tó ti ń fún wa tipẹ́ ní the first day tó ti dé story yẹn ló sì máa jẹ anybody èmi ò mọ ẹni tó bá gbowó fún ẹ̀ sìn ó believe pé òun fẹ́ rí nǹkan gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ kí ló dẹ̀ fẹ́ rí gbà lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ti bí ni because èmi ò mẹ́ni tó fẹ́ fún ẹ lọ́wọ́ ń sìn ó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní bú Papariano pé ṣé ó yẹ kó gbé Queen wá sí ọ̀dọ̀ ẹ̀ láti wá máa sọ̀rọ̀ láti wá máa rojọ́ pé wọ́n wà ó ní zone 2 àwọn aláyé bàjẹ́ méjì àti Bingo àti ìwọ o mo wá yín mi ò rí yín ó wá ọ̀dọ̀ Láti ṣebọ́n ti parí ìjà wọn àti Láti ṣebọ́n ti parí ìjà wọn ṣebọ́n lórí burúkú ọmọ àlè yẹn ṣebọ́n ti parí ìjà wọn.
ṣé wọ́n wá Papa Bingo ní zone 2 ni ṣe wọ́n wá zone 2 now they are looking for him now so what's the problem there they are looking for Yomi in zone 2 too now so the two of them should go there together now. They are both fugitives now. One side now. Ọ̀daràn méjì.
Kí wá ni wọ́n wá ń sá fún? Kí ni wọ́n ń sá fún?
Ọ̀daràn ni wọ́n.
Abájọ bóyá reason tí Bingo tó ṣe kun passage ibi tó ń gbé ó kun passage yẹn ní white ibẹ̀ ló wá ń jókòó sínsìn.
Ó ń sá nìyẹn. Ó ń disguise ni.
Ó kun passage inú ilé ẹ̀ tó ń gbé yẹn. Ó kun passage ibẹ̀ ló jókòó sínsìn passage yẹn ló ń jókòó sí. Tó bá fẹ́ tọ̀ tó bá fẹ́ ṣáwọnú yàrá ẹ̀ lọ á lọ tọ̀ sínú agolo.
Agolo ló lò báyìí.
Agolo ṣé yóò gbọ́ tó bá ń tọ̀ tí kíní agolo á máa dùn ní. Tí ó bá ti pa kíní kíná tí ń pè kíní speaker yẹn tí ó bá ti pa olórí burúkú aláyé bàjẹ́ ọmọ òṣì. Yọ̀mí kò sówó mọ́ o. Kò sówó mọ́ àwọn èèyàn ti gbọ́n sìn kò sówó mọ́ ṣó ti yí ẹ kò sówó mọ́ àwọn èèyàn ti gbọ́n ó get àwọn èèyàn ti gbọ́n Bingo gan lórí burúkú ọmọ òṣì yẹn ó ló máa play game ní February 14 ẹjọ́ ṣó play game yẹn ẹjọ́ ṣó rí match yẹn play pẹ̀lú ọmọ outsider kan tó lòun fẹ́ bá play.
Me sure actually.
Kò rí play.
Kò lè wọ́n gbà wọ́n ti lò tán. Wọ́n di dispose ẹ̀.
Ó ga o so ṣé gift wèrè tó máa fún ní 4 lions 5 lions yẹn ṣé o.
Ní gbogbo wọn ti lọ sẹ́ wọ́n ti lo Bingo tán sẹ́ wọ́n ti lò tán wọ́n ti lò bí omi ìṣọwọ́.
Wèrè wá lọ kun passage wá lọ kun ògiri passage tó bá lè sọ pé kò ń dìde kó mú kámẹ́rà yẹn kó fi gbogbo passage yẹn kó fi hàn wá ẹ rí i pé ibi ẹnu ọ̀nà ibi yàrá yẹn nìkan ló kù kò kún everywhere ibi tó máa jókòó sí nìkan bẹ̀ ló kù ibẹ̀ nìkan ló kù olórí burúkú ọmọ òṣì játijàti aláyé bàjẹ́ mò ń bọ̀ mi tí dé ìwọ ọmọ òṣì yìí mò ń bọ̀ mi tí dé olórí burúkú mọ játijàti ó ti fi gbogbo ó ti ó ti fi gbogbo owó promote àwọn fídíò rádaràdà ó ti fi promote gbogbo orin tó ń kọ yẹn kíní ni o AI ni o gbogbo orin tó ń kọ yẹn AI bó ṣe wà yẹn kò sí nǹkan kan tó lè ṣe yanjú kò sí nǹkan kan tó lè ṣe yanjú olórí burúkú ẹ̀ á dìde olóṣì ó ti rí estock pé estock ó máa analyze àwọn different videos ó máa analyze ó ti di analyzing yẹn ó dẹ̀ ti ń jẹ́ kí page ẹ̀ grow ọ̀bọ̀n yẹn ti focus tó bá wá ṣe bí kò náà wá jókòó òun náà wá fèsì kámẹ́rà òun náà wá sọkúsọ òun náà máa sọkúsọ òun náà máa analyze. bóyá estock ń fowó gbé fídíò.
owó ẹ̀jẹ̀ tó gbà lọ́wọ́
mi ó máa ń lọ hundreds.
ó dáwó tó gbà lọ́wọ́ mi padà tó bá dówó yẹn padà ayé ẹ̀ máa bẹ́tà.
òun ìwà wa ṣe kí wàá máa fi owó gbé fídíò wàá máa fi owó tó yẹ kó lọ fi jẹ oúnjẹ gidi kó fi raṣọ gidi wàá lọ máa fi promote fídíò wàá lọ máa fi èmi ò gbọ́ rí láyé mi bó ṣe ń fi owó tó yẹ kó fi jẹun kó máa fi sanwó fún AI wàá máa fowó wàá máa fi promote AI orin tó kọ AI ló máa ń fúnyàn lówó kò ń ṣàwálà tún fún AI lówó lórí burúkú ni bọ̀bọ̀ yìí mo ti sọ pé ìgbẹ̀yìn ayé Yomi àti Bingo mo ti ní àwọn méjèèjì kò lè end well nǹkan tó dẹ̀ ń ṣe ní gbogbo ìgbà ẹni pé ó ń ṣe bíi pé kó pẹ́pẹ́ mi gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá support á oppose ẹ̀ gbogbo nǹkan tá a bá oppose á máa support ẹ̀ ló ṣe mú gbogbo àwọn aburú nu justice ó support ẹ̀ bámú àwọn èèyàn wá ń fi ojú aburú àwọn èèyàn wá ti wá mọ̀ pé aláburú ènìyàn ni olóṣì. Thank you jare General Vengeance.
Yeah, thank you so much. The truth is, you see those people that are financing people like Bingo, it's just for a matter of time. After they are done with them, they will dump them, and that's what they are doing with them now. Bingo has been dumped. He has been dumped emphatically.
Tó bá ti ní ìdòwò ló máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ in support of Wumi. Tó bá ti ní ìdòwò tó bá ti sáfẹ́rẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ gẹ́lẹ́ máa ní let's compare Baba Mohbad and Wumi Cynthia. Who will you choose? Who do you prefer? I prefer Wumi.
Comparing a killer and the father of the deceased. Ẹ tó pààyàn àti ẹ tó wọ́n pa ọmọ ẹ̀ let's compare together.
Ó ṣe wà ní ó mọ̀gbọ́n very daft very daft. Nígbà tó ń gbórúkọ Gbénga àtorúkọ Káyọ̀dé tó ń gbé jáde jẹ́ tàbí tó ló sọ pé whether it's Gbénga whether it's Káyọ̀dé I don't want to know. Whether it's Káyọ̀dé whether it's Ṣọlá I don't want to know. All I know is that kan fi pa ọkọ ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ sá lọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ kó lórí burúkú nìyí. Àwọn láyé bàjẹ́.
Thank you so much, General Kofi. God bless you. The truth is, you see, do you know there was a time PS náà máa ń lọ sọ́dọ̀ Papa Bingo. At that time now, PS wà lára àwọn tí wọ́n finance Papa Bingo gbà ẹ̀. That was when Papa Bingo opened his port. Tó ní pé kò sóúnjẹ ńlé.
Àmì báyìí. Ẹ sọ Yorùbá yẹn ṣe wọ́n pọ́ mọ́ lómi ní ẹ̀jẹ̀ sọ Yorùbá yẹn mo gbọ́. Mo fẹ́ lọ gbóúnjẹ mi. Ìwọ tó mọ̀ pé ò lóúnjẹ nulẹ̀ kí ló dé tó fi sọ pé ó fẹ́ lọ gbóúnjẹ. Mo fẹ́ lọ gbóúnjẹ mi. Ó bá dé ni ó dìde ó dé nulẹ̀. Kò sóúnjẹ ńlé. Ebi máa pa mí báyìí. kò sóúnjẹ ńlé kí ni mo fẹ́ jẹ o ebi máa pa mí báyìí kí ni mo fẹ́ jẹ o ìyẹn náà tún ṣe bíi pé òun ò gbọ́ ó ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ ń tẹ̀ ó tún wá ó jókòó ìyẹn tí ń sọ̀rọ̀ lọ pé ó yá ajá kọ̀ǹtínú ọ̀rọ̀ wa mo gbọ́ àní kí ni mo fẹ́ jẹ báyìí o kò sóúnjẹ ńlé kò sóúnjẹ ńlé olóṣì.
wọn lo PS mọ́ wọ́n ti dump ẹ̀ wọ́n ti gbé PS ti fuck up so they are not even financing PS anymore so PS gan olówó òun gan ẹni tó máa fún lówó ló ń wá gan báyìí òun gan tálíkà ju nǹkan mi lọ so people that are financing PS nígbà yẹn that are bankrolling people that were bankrolling PS they are no more doing it because PS has actually failed àwọn nǹkan tó ń fi pé PS máa achieve on social media àwọn tó ń fi pé máa rí owó fi rà PS was unable to buy them àwọn tó fi pé PS máa silent PS was unable to silence them.
bírù mi báyìí bírù mi òun ló ṣe tún padà wá lẹ́lẹ́kejì lẹ́yìn tí gbogbo ẹ̀ ti dá iná ó padà níbi pé tó bá ti lè gẹ̀ẹ́tì mi báyìí wọ́n tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní máa contract ẹ̀ padà.
Now that is it so they are trying to make themselves valuable pé àwa náà ti wà ń bẹ̀ o so they are trying to impress the man in the palace Mr. Saheed all of them everybody you see on this social media tó ń gbé owó rìn káàkiri and buying people before you know it those people will turn against Baba Mohbad all of them they are coming from Mr. Saheed all of them àti Mr. and Mrs. ìyá lollipop àti ìyá Adéwùmí Adésídà all of them gbogbo àwọn tó gbowó lọ́wọ́ wọn they have collected blood money owó ẹ̀jẹ̀ Mohbad gbogbo wọn gbà and that is the fact all of them the money was conditional when you look at Adéwùmí Adésídà it was only when Lati tó bá ń ṣépè fún bàbá ẹ̀ tó yẹ fún bàbá tó bí tó má dàgbà bàbá Mohbad ìgbà ẹni Adéwùmí Adésídà máa ń fún ní gift people like that Saheed ló rán gbọ́n oníṣẹ́ káàkiri Pierre Sekundayo ó confam they are all palace slave including Lagata the idiot palace slave ní gbogbo wọn pátá ìgbà tí Lagata ló ń fẹ́ lọ contest ní Lagos State ṣe bó lọ so all of them they became slaves to Mr. Saheed using J4M as a bargaining chip until God failed them. Adéwùmí Adésídà ó wà láwọn tó bá yé Lati platform jẹ lollipop àbí kí ni wọ́n gbókò yẹn òun ló bá yé QH radio jẹ that was how they sent one of them to the key platforms. Some of them have come to my inbox before now. They will come like kidika I will just look at them pé yóò dẹ́gbẹ́ ti ṣí èrè ẹni ṣí èrè orí erin burú.
That's why you see them that they hate me, they hate you, they hate, most of us like that. With perfect hatred.
I hate them as much as they hate me. I even hate them more. All of them. When owó ẹ̀jẹ̀ Mohbad ní orí káàkiri nìyẹn.
They hate me, I hate them.
I hate them more. When gbówó ẹ̀jẹ̀ Mohbad káàkiri nìyẹn. When gbówó ẹ̀jẹ̀ Mohbad káàkiri nìyẹn. A fẹ́ ṣe give away o. Yíyá kìnìkan. Owó ẹ̀jẹ̀ Mohbad. Most of them wọ́n gbé káàkiri. Owó tó gbé wà gbà báyìí. Then your voice of truth ó máa disappear. Owó tí wàá gbà tó yẹ pé ò ní lè sọ pé Wùmí Adébánjọ come and tell us how you killed Mohbad. Irú owó yẹn ni wọ́n ń gbà káàkiri. Owó tí wàá gbà tó yẹ pé the only thing that you be talking about is Baba Mohbad, Baba Mohbad, Baba Mohbad, Baba Mohbad. That's the kind of money they have all collected. Owó tá Andy gbà Andy wèrè ẹrù PS. Àwọn PS yẹn ló bá yí àwọn Andy Neimoron Devusu kìnìkan and so many àyànfẹ́ wèrè. PS ló ra gbogbo wọn dànù. PS olófowó ẹ̀jẹ̀ ló fi ra gbogbo wọn dànù. Àwọn ló bá yé wọn jẹ́. Where are they today? They are nowhere to be found. owó ẹ̀jẹ̀ máa ba ayé èèyàn jẹ́ ni now. Owó ẹ̀jẹ̀ ó máa ba ayé èèyàn jẹ́ ni. So I'm not surprised. Ọ̀dọ́ máa ti lé ẹ tí wọ́n bá ti rí ẹ. Ó wá máa di àgbàdo núgù mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́. You will now be wondering, who is this person? That's the problem. Because they cannot pay your price and you don't even have a price. And that's it. And we are proud to say no. If you like, go and bring your 50 million naira. Owó ẹ̀jẹ̀ Mohbad ni. Take it to your family. Because by the time the karma of Mohbad will come, it will destroy you and your family together. Owó ẹ̀jẹ̀, the blood money of Mohbad. You think the blood is not crying for vengeance? The blood of Mohbad will still have his vengeance now. It may not be today, but it's going to have his karma, whether they like it or not. All those that have collected gbogbo fún láti ní 1 million ọjọ́ kan, ó fẹ́ parẹ́ nítorí 1 million naira. That 1 million naira tó gbà lọ́wọ́ lollipop whatever, except if that money does not have any roots to Mr. Saheed. But tí roots ẹ̀ bá dé ọ̀dọ̀ Mr. Saheed, 1 million ẹ̀ máa bí nǹkan tó máa gbà lọ́wọ́ láti á ju 1 million naira lọ. Owó ẹ̀jẹ̀ ni gbogbo wọn pín. Àtọ́nílé tó bá san owó school fees ọmọ fún 1 year. Justice bá tán, kí ló nílé máa fi sanwó àwọn ọmọ ìtòkùn báyìí. Ẹ̀dọ́ láti ti ní pé tó wá tún ti pa ẹlòmíì kí wọ́n á tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ justice fún ẹ̀ tí wọ́n pa ẹ̀. Rádaràda. Thank you so much, General Comfy. General Trust No One, are you there?
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Sergeant.
God bless you.
Good afternoon, sir. General Avengers, thank you very much. God bless you, sir. General Comfy, good afternoon, my beautiful mommy. You eka soma gbogbo le nko ma. Erama. Aku all the commenters. I salute all of you, my mommy and my daddies. Erama. General Avengers, thank you very much. Ṣé mọ̀ pé ẹ jẹ́ kí n kọ́kọ́ rẹ́rìn náà. Ṣé pé àwọn èèyàn ní General Avengers ò sọ̀rọ̀ mọ́. Wọ́n ti lọ o. Gbogbo àwọn kinní kan wọ́n ti lọ. Gbogbo igi lẹ́yìn lọ ìbùkàbùkà. Gbogbo ti lọ ilé wọn o. Comfy ti lọ o. General Avengers ti lọ. Yóò Sáwùtì ti lọ. Ìgbà ti lọ. Àwọn ti lọ. Ìkòkò bàbá aṣáṣù. Kí lẹ̀ ń dúró wá? Ẹ máa lọ lè yín. Jẹ́ fún ẹ̀mú títọ́. To be sincere, ṣé ti rí nígbà tí jẹ́ fún ẹ̀mú bẹ̀rẹ̀. Ṣé ti rí ẹ sọ̀rọ̀ kan lẹ́ẹ̀kan kì í ṣe gbogbo gift. Kì í ṣe gbogbo gift ni ó máa ń gbà. Ṣé ti rí many of fallen angels nínú jẹ́ fún ẹ̀mú. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Many fallen angels in this J4M. Gift òun ló pa wọ́n. Yes. Èèyàn ní láti ní spirit of discernment. Kì í ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀bùn nìyẹn máa ń gbà. Èèyàn fúnra ẹ̀ ní láti wò wípé iṣẹ́ kí ni mo ṣe fún lágbájá tó fẹ́ fi ọ́fà mi lóru owó báyìí. Ṣé mò ń ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ dè ni? Àbí mò ń ṣe kò mọ̀ ni? Àbí mò ń kọ́? Ṣé o understand? Then èèyàn láti ní wà contented kí o ní ìtẹ́lọ́rùn. Because tí o bá jẹ́ tó wà hard working before J4M, tó o bá ní your income, your source of income before J4M. Ṣé o understand? Ṣé o understand? Tẹ́ ẹ bá ti ní your source of income before J4M, you will fall to that trap. Yes. Tó o bá ti ní tẹ́lọ́rùn then tó o lè ṣiṣẹ́ kí J4M tó dé. Thank you, sir. Then to believe pé tí wọ́n bá fún ẹ ní nǹkan in return of what you do, o ò ní ṣe nǹkan yẹn mọ́. Because this J4M tá a wà nú ẹ̀ yìí kì í ṣe nítorí bàbá Mohbad, kì í ṣe nítorí Mohbad. It's for our unborn children and for our society. Nǹkan tá a ṣe ń ṣe nìyẹn. Èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe nǹkan nítorí nǹkan return tí mo fẹ́ gbà níbẹ̀. bóyá tí bá ṣe J4M at least èmi náà kọ́lé, èmi náà ra mọ́tò, èmi náà ṣe kinní kan, èmi náà ṣe no kò yẹ kó rí bẹ́ẹ̀. Gbogbo nǹkan tó yẹ kí ṣe ti rí ẹlòmíì òde lójú ọkọ̀ ojú wà òun ló pa many people. Wọ́n dẹ̀ rí trap yẹn pé thank you very much sir. Among of Yoruba society, owó ti jàrábà many people. Kò sí nǹkan tẹ́lòmíì ò lè ṣe nítorí pé tó bá ti rí pò máa rówó gbà níbẹ̀. Kò sí nǹkan tó bá ní kí ẹlòmíì báyìí kó lọ gbé orí ẹlòmíì wá ó rédí àti ṣe because ó mọ̀ wípé máa rówó gbà. Ṣóyè yìí nǹkan tó jẹ́ kí wọ́n rí wọn mú nìyẹn. Ṣé tí wọ́n ti àwọn tó wà nínú WhatsApp group wọ́n ti wò pọ́nà wo làwọn iṣẹ́ tí nígbà tí J4M kọ́kọ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ ṣe mọ̀ pé everybody were in one accord. Kò sí discrimination, kò sí nǹkan kan, everybody were unite. Wọ́n wá wò pọ́nà wo lọ wọ́n lè gbà. Bible dẹ̀ sọ pé owó òun ni gbòǹgbò ẹ̀ṣẹ̀. Yes. Money is the root of all the evils. Owó ni gbòǹgbò ẹ̀ṣẹ̀. Owó ló gbé many people wọn ṣubú. Wọ́n wá wò pé WhatsApp group yìí tá bá fẹ́ kó rìn dáadáa lórí social media. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé owó, ẹ jẹ́ ká fowó rìn káàkiri àárín wọn. Wọ́n rí àwọn èèyàn rà, wọ́n ra wọn. Tí ó náà even nínú mi gangan inú mi máa ń dùn fún àwọn host. Èmi ò kára mi mọ́ host o. Ṣé tí àwọn host tó bẹ̀ láti 2023 tí ò ṣubú up to today mo credit wọn. Wàláì mo credit wọn. Ẹ má jẹ́ mention orúkọ anybody. Wàláì mo credit wọn because wọ́n máa wọ inbox wá. Wọ́n máa sọ wípé lolo need. Name your price and we will pay you. Tó bá dẹ̀ ti sanwó fún wọn. Thank you sir. Thank you very much sir. Tó bá ti ṣe ti ní gbogbo àwọn voice. Yes sir. Yes sir.
If they know the kind of person you are, if they know that you are not a pauper, they will not come straight like that. They will not come directly like that. They will come at you from a very different angle. They will come like somebody that appreciates what you are doing. And they will offer
you are correct, sir.
They may even say they have a business proposal. Do you understand? That they want you to be involved. Yes, they will tell you, we'll give you this to do that, and then they will put you in charge. They will come in different formats. But that person is a pauper. Be on devil's protection. And they will come directly at them and say, I'm going to give you 200,000 naira, and I want you to support. I want you to look at it from this angle. I want you not to mention it. I think I was on a live session where I saw Perry or Ayanfe. She climbed to that platform and then she was telling the host, Emma, don't talk about the DNA. Don't talk about the DNA. Emma sọ̀rọ̀ sí bí wọ́n ṣe pa Mohbad, but Emma sọ̀rọ̀ nípa DNA. Emma dárúkọ ọmọ Liam yẹn. And I was like, wow, what? What? Kí ló pa Mohbad tí bá ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ DNA? That's how you know them. Later ni wọ́n á gbọ́ pé PS ló bá Perry ló bá wáṣẹ́. That's how they bought these useless beings in J4M. Those that used to support J4M, strong supporters with little things. Wọ́n á dẹ̀ direct orí wọn, wọ́n á yí orí wọn sẹ́yìn, and they will start saying rubbish.
Yes.
That's how they start. That's how they approach you. So they approach different people in different dimensions.
God bless you, sir. Kí ló ń jẹ lé níyà? Ọ̀nà wo lọ́wọ́ lè gbà mú eléyìí? Ṣé understand? Wọ́n wò pé ó dà pé eléyìí, ó dà pé kò ní ṣẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ṣé ti rí ọ̀rọ̀ J4M àwọn tí wọ́n lò fún J4M. Ṣé ti eyín ṣé ti rí bí pé nǹkan jẹ́ federal kó wá ní many local governments many states many individual bẹ́ẹ̀ ni gbogbo àwọn tó rán jáde bẹ́ẹ̀ ló ṣe rí federal wà àwọn tó wá láti federal àwọn tó wá láti state wà àwọn tó wá láti local government wà ṣe understand so wọ́n ní different form different people different dimension tó fi mú many people wọ́n ní different ṣe understand because wọ́n lè sọ pé eléyìí ó dẹ̀ pé tó kò níṣẹ́ ló ṣe rànjú kiri lórí social media ẹ jẹ́ ká wọlé sí ẹ jẹ́ ká bá wáṣẹ́ tó báyìí ti wáṣẹ́ wọlé lọ́wọ́ wọ́n wá sọ fún wípé wọn ò bí ìyá ẹ̀ dá kó o sọ̀rọ̀ nípa yẹn ṣó ti rí owó tó gbà yẹn iṣẹ́ tó gbà yẹn tó bá ti dé ta bàbá Mohbad ni o lọ́ máa táàkì bàbá Mohbad so that bàbá yẹn lè fi give up mi ò ṣe mọ́ thank you very much sir bàbá Mohbad á lè sọ pé wàhálà yìí ti pọ̀ jù wàhálà yìí ti pọ̀ kí ni mo ṣe mo ṣe wọ́n ní kí ló tó ń bú mi tó báyìí kì í ṣe pé bàbá Mohbad ṣẹ̀ wọ́n kì í ṣe pé wọn ò dẹ̀ mú tọ́ o ṣùgbọ́n iṣẹ́ àwọn ọ̀gá wọn tó bá wọn wá iṣẹ́ ìsọnù tó fún wọn lówó ìsọnù tó fún wọn ní mọ́tò ìsọnù tó fún wọn ní ilẹ̀ ìsọnù òun ló fà á because ẹ máa wúra yín pé kí ni nǹkan tí mo ṣe tó wọ́ọ̀tì gbogbo.
do you know pé àtọjọ́ tí QH radio tí wọ́n ti ra mọ́tò fún QH radio àdúgbò ló ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ orí burúkú.
God bless you sir.
mọ́tò ló fi gba ògo QH radio lọ.
so tó bá rí pé eléyìí ọwọ́ ẹ̀rọ ṣẹ́tẹ́rí wọ́n dẹ̀ rí pé òṣìta ẹlòmíì jura wọn lọ òṣìta wọn jura wọn lọ ẹlòmíì wọn wò pé tó bá ti fún 200,000 ó ti tọ́ ṣòro ẹ̀ ẹlòmíì tó bá fún 50,000 ó ti tọ́ ṣòro ẹ̀ tó bá fẹ́ lòmíì 20,000 ó ti tọ́ ṣòro ẹ̀ so.
wọ́n á wò pé 20,000 naira ní pọ́lẹ́mù ẹ̀ bí láti wọ́n rí páyé láti 100,000 ló wọ̀n 100,000 ní páyé láti wọ́n ẹgbẹ́ 100,000 ẹni lọ́wọ́ báyìí ayé ẹ̀ka ó ta ayé ẹ̀ ni ó ta ayé ẹ̀ pàápàá fún wọn ni pẹ̀lú 100,000 naira tí wọ́n máa ń wòye tí láìpẹ́ ni ẹ tó wọ́n á ti gbé láìpẹ́ ni ẹ lórí òṣùwọ̀n wọ́n ò pé èlò lówó táwọn lè fún tó yẹ pé kò rí láyé ẹ̀ owó yẹn wà ní wọn á wọ́n fà.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni so máa wò pé kí ni so nǹkan tó jẹ́ kí wọ́n rí many people tọ́rí mú nìyẹn kì í ṣe gbogbo gift nìyẹn ń gbà because ìmí nǹkan tíyàn máa fi san ó máa pọ̀ ju nǹkan tíyàn gbà lọ a kò dé sí iye tí wọ́n lè fi ra yàn ẹni tó bá fẹ́ rà even wọ́n lè lo ọ̀rẹ́ èèyàn nínú J4M láti fi wọlé láti fúnyàn ní gift ṣó ti yé yín so kì í ṣe pé ṣe ti rí ọwọ́ ẹni tí gift yẹn bọ́ sí yes because a ríra wọn lórí social media mi ò mọ ẹni tí ọ̀rẹ́ mi yẹn kájọ wà ló jẹ́ fún mi ìmọ̀ àwọn tó tún belong pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ ṣe máa pè mí pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ nílà lórí social media ni òun lè ní connection pẹ̀lú àwọn tó pín owó yìí tẹ́mi ò mọ̀ so tó bá fún èmi lówó èmi á wò pé ọ̀rẹ́ mi ni náà ṣe bá jọ wà ń bí ni mi ò ní mọ̀ wípé wọ́n ti wò ó pé jẹ́ kí n gba ọ̀dọ̀ mo kàn fi ṣe sample ni o kì í ṣe pé mo kàn fi ṣe òkè wéra wọn ni ṣó ti yé yín so wọ́n lè lo ọ̀rẹ́ èèyàn wọ́n lè lo kò sí nǹkan tí wọ́n lè lò wọ́n lè lo host wọ́n lè lo panelist wọ́n lè lo commenters ipe commenters ó lè dọ́gbọ́n kó wà níbi tó wà ní abẹ́ comment section ó lè máa wọ́ọ̀ṣì èèyàn pé host tí mo wà lábẹ́ yìí ó dà pé because we don't know who is who nínú J4M àmọ́ who is who àjọ papọ̀ ní àmọ́ who is who àmọ́ ẹni tó wá láti the source náà àmọ́ náà tẹ́ bá ti ṣe live streams tẹ́ bá ti pa fóònù yín ṣé many people ẹ̀ mọ̀ bí tẹ́lómi belong sí àmọ́ so let's tell you thank you sir. ó lè jẹ́ ìránṣẹ́ wọn ní pé wò ó mo máa lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ General Avengers ó dà pé máa yẹn owó ẹ̀ le gan ó dà pọ̀ owó ẹ̀ le gan amòdẹ̀ ti try yẹ kí n fún lówó kò gbà kò ṣe ẹ understand because tíyàn bá ní ìtẹ́lọ́rùn ìyẹn force orí kí ló fi ra gbogbo àwọn tó rà yìí gbogbo àwọn tó sinmi káàkiri orí social media owó ló fi ra wọn owó ló fi ra wọn káwọn pé ó dáa ó fẹ́ ṣèkómọ ni ó dáa má wọ́ọ̀rì a máa fún ẹ lóye báyìí a máa ṣe báyìí fún ẹ a máa ra mọ́tò fún ẹ àtẹ́bádẹ̀ ti rí tó bá dẹ̀ ti gba owó yẹn ògo wọn dẹ̀ lọ náà ni ẹ lọ ṣẹ́kì gbogbo àwọn tó ti gbowó yìí wọ́n ti wọlé bí ọba àká ṣé tí wọ́n bá ti lè gbowó yẹn báyìí wọ́n ti wọlé Mohbad máa gbá wọn wọlé bí àrá ni ẹ ní rí traces wọn mọ́ ẹ kàn máa rí pé èèyàn kan máa ń jẹ́ báyìí nígbà kan because wọ́n ti gbowó and Mohbad ò dẹ̀ ní fojú rẹ̀ wọ anybody tó bá ti lè gbowó ẹ̀jẹ̀ kò ní fojú rẹ̀ wò wọ́n ṣe rò pé Mohbad owó and nǹkan tí yàn máa tíyàn nílé pé àdàbí sí ní gbogbo ṣe yes ipe èmi o mo wá for humanity sake ni o mi ìwà nítorí olúwa gbà olúwa fún mi lọ́wọ́ olúwa jẹ́ ká fún mi lọ́wọ́ olúwa no jẹ́ ti rí tí mi bá gba oore yẹn tí mi bá gba owó tí bá ṣe for humanity sake ó lè jẹ́ generation on fourth generation mi ló máa jẹ wọn bá tí mo ṣe ní jẹ fún ẹ yes amúdẹ máa ń sọ nínú kẹ́lẹ́kẹ́lẹ́ ọkàn mi pé gbogbo nǹkan tí mo bá ṣe lórí jẹ fún ẹ kí Ọlọ́run kó sọ fún mi dé fourth generation mi tí n bá gba 10 kọ́bọ̀ ipe kí n lè compromise tàbí pé kí wọ́n wò pé níbo lókùn tí máa yíwọ́ sí torí mo ti gbowó ẹ jẹ́ n kọjú sí bàbá Mohbad tí mo dẹ̀ mọ̀ wípé bàbá Mohbad ò sí inú ilé nígbà tí Mohbad kú tí mo wà tí bàbá yẹn ti sọ many times tí etí mi ò dẹ̀ di tí kò sówó elépo létí mi tí mi dẹ̀ yọnu tí mi dẹ̀ fẹ́ kó orúkọ tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí Mohbad kó ṣẹlẹ̀ sọ ọmọ tèmi kí ni mo fẹ́ gbowó fún kí ni mo fẹ́ gbowó fún bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹlòmíì ò mọ̀ wọ́n ti wo pé ẹ wo èmi ṣàkàn mo pa Mohbad ṣe bá fọwọ́ lọ̀ mí ni kí ló wà ń bẹ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ń gbájàre gẹ́ni kí ló wà ń bẹ̀ abẹ́ẹ̀gì jàre ẹ jẹ́ máa bá ti wọ́n lọ ẹ má ṣíṣe nǹkan tó wà ní ẹ̀yìn ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad ó ju kí ọgbà owó láti obstruct justice yẹ ó ju pé kí ọgbà owó yes a lè má ríra wa mọ́ o lórí jẹ́ fún ẹ̀mú mọ́ o but at the end conscience wa ọkàn oníkálukú ní in future a máa dá láre nǹkan tó ṣe jẹ́ fún ẹ̀mú dàbí ìgbà tí èèyàn bá sow seed ó máa wá germinate ìgbà tó máa germinate ní àmọ́ ó lè jẹ́ on fourth generation wa ló máa germinate tó máa harvest nǹkan tí èèyàn ṣe so ẹ jẹ́ kí ojú òkúrò kò dá ẹ jẹ́ ká máa wà contented ẹ jẹ́ ká ní ìtẹ́lọ́rùn nǹkan tá a bá ní ẹ jẹ́ ká wà náà wò pé no thank you sir tíyàn bá ń ja ìjàngbara tíyàn jẹ́ justice fighter èèyàn gbọ́ jẹ́ tí wo VDM ni tí VDM is a simple kìíní sample VDM tí VDM bá jẹ́ ẹni tó lójú kòkòrò because owó tí VDM tí wọ́n lè fún VDM even wọn mi tí rẹ̀ tó lè fún lórí owó yẹn ní J4M tó ti níyà wèrè sórí igbá èlò ló ń fẹ́ tẹ́lòmíì di wèrè kalẹ̀ because ẹja ńlá ní VDM BJ ńkọ́ because price wa wọ́n jura wa lọ VDM ṣé ó gba 10 kọ́bọ̀ tó fi rìnrìn àjò tó rìn yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ tó wò ó pé no ẹni tó bá sọ pé òun fẹ́ ṣe justice fighter ó máa pa ojú òkòrò ẹ̀ báyìí ó máa pa mọ́ tó bá yẹ pé gàrí nìkan ló lè mú nínú ilé ẹ̀ kó mú gàrí yẹn kó dẹ̀ nu ojú ẹ̀ nù so that our zip máa jẹ́ pé no mi ò lọ ṣe kinní nítorí owó mo wá ṣe kinní nítorí pé mo fẹ́ hard voice mi so that tó bá dọjọ́ iwájú.
I think they just flagged the show. Then I trust no one is gone. So can we please continue to tap, please? They are flagging the show. I don't know what's going on. But it's the truth. Then I trust no one has actually opened that kind of worms. Many people are bought and they are still buying them. Many were bought and they still buying them as we speak. Hello, me, 50,000 and no figure. Just like General Trust no one has said. Hello, me, my bear washer, or no figure. Hello, me, my bear wa girlfriend, my bear wa man friend, to ma do it, or no figure. I'll be lady oniparaga. Hello, me, secret no figure. Hello, me, mi ò ní jẹ́ kó dé Nàìjíríà mọ́, mo dá ẹ mọ̀. Threat, o no fi ra ẹlòmíì lọ. Ẹlòmíì mo máa arrest ẹ, o no fi ba ayé ẹ jẹ́. Ẹlòmíì máa drop case tí mo ní against ẹ. O make sure pé o lọ síbẹ̀ o dẹ̀ lọ ń ṣe nǹkan tí mo fẹ́, o no fi ba ayé ẹlòmíì jẹ́. So people, many prices have been paid.
Kí ni mo ṣe tẹ́ fi flag mi? Kí ni mo ṣe tẹ́ fi? Kí ni mo ṣe? Kí ni ṣé mo ti sọ̀rọ̀ jù ni?
You couldn't stand it with you.
Kí ni mo tún ṣe báyìí? Nǹkan máa ń bẹ o. Ṣé ẹ fẹ́ kí n sọ̀rọ̀ ni? Èmi ò lè ṣe kí n má sòótọ́ tèmi. Wàláhì tàláhì mi lè ṣe kí n má sòótọ́ tèmi.
Why are they flagging now? What's going on? Why are they flagging the show for crying out loud? You haven't said something much now. You are just saying absolute truth. That's what we've been saying. And that is it. Can we tap, please? Let us tap. Let us tap, please. Let us tap. Let us tap. Hello, me. Don't talk about the boy. Don't talk about the boy Liam again. That's the instruction they were given. Don't talk about that boy again. No. Don't talk about the DNA. Those are the instructions some of them were given. Don't talk about how Mohbad died again. That was the instruction some of them were given. They were given different instructions. And they had no choice than to obey. Different conditions, different prices were paid. General Trust no one, you can come up anytime you are able to do so. Here you're worldwide. Ṣé wà bẹ́ẹ̀?
Ẹ ra sà. Ẹ káàsán sà. Ẹ kú ètò sà. Ẹ ra mọ́ mi kọ́fí o. Trust no more.
Yọ̀ọ̀yọ̀ ẹ káàsán.
Ẹ káàsán mọ́ mi ẹ ra mà. Yes ma ẹ kú ètò mà. Gbogbo comment section gbogbo yín la kí o. Ẹ kú ìjà ayé àdúrà ó gbà o. Dádì Dayọ̀ Akẹ́yìn náà ẹ kú ètò. Ṣé ẹ rí ẹ jẹ́ kí n bẹ̀rẹ̀ ibi tí àǹtí yẹn parí rẹ̀ sí. Àkọ́kọ́, Ọlọ́run fún rẹ̀ ó fẹ́ fi ìdílé ẹlòmíì jìyà. Ọlọ́run fún rẹ̀ ó fẹ́ fi ẹ̀san lẹ̀ de ọmọ tẹ́lòmíì bí. Ọ̀nà wo ni ó wàá gbà tí è débẹ̀? Yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bí ojú kòkòrò, yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bí wọ̀nbílíkì, yóò bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bí ìbàjẹ́. Ibi ojú kòkòrò òun ló lé ẹlòmíì lọ gbowó. Ìbàjẹ́ òun ni pé torí pẹ́lòmíì fẹ́ ṣèbàjẹ́ láti lè ba ohun tí ń ṣe jẹ́ lẹlòmíì lọ gbowó lé lórí. Because kéèyàn tó fún ẹ lówó, ó tó lè bùn ẹ lówó pé send the account, wàá ti wò ó pé kí ni ìtó wà láàrin yín, kí ni iṣẹ́ tẹ́nìyẹn gbé lọ́wọ́ lórí justice yìí. Ìgbìyànjú kí lẹ́nìyẹn fi fẹ́ fún láti 100,000 torí pé wọ́n fẹ́ rà á lẹ́rú. Kéèyàn tó lè sọ pé òun lọ gbowó, ó ti gbà pé òun ti ta ọjọ́ ọ̀la àwọn ọmọ òun àti tẹbí òun. Ọ̀pọ̀ èèyàn ni ó fi owó yìí bà láyé jẹ́. Ọ̀pọ̀ èèyàn ló gbowó yẹn tán tí ò lè sòdodo. Kódà tiẹ̀ tún ráwọn tó ìgbowó yẹn now tó jẹ́ pé nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wọn, nínú ìwà wọn, lẹ́ẹ̀tì máa rí i pé kò sí justice òdodo nínú omi ara wọn àtẹ̀jẹ̀ ara wọn. Àkọ́kọ́ bóyá wọ́n wá kó view jẹ, ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì wọ́n fẹ́ kàn mọ àwọn, ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kẹta òun ni pé bóyá bọ́n bá owó tán ti gbà yìí táwọn ò bá lè máa ṣiṣẹ́ láti máa bá wọn justice fighter gidi jà original, wọn ò ní rí i pé àwọn owó táwọn gbà àwọn yẹn ṣiṣẹ́ lé lórí. Àwọn tó sì tún wà nínú ìgbèkùn, àwọn tó tún wà nínú ìgbèkùn ìfi ara pamọ́ fi jẹ ẹ̀yin olódodo yìí níyà, ìṣẹ̀dá yín á tú wọn síta. Àìsùn àìwo yín kò ní fi wọ́n lọ́rùn lẹ̀. Àkọ́kọ́ gbogbo àwọn tínú wọn ń dùn lórí pé ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń sọ̀pọ́tì bàbá lọ́ba, wọn ò rí yín níta. Àwọn tí ayọ̀ wọn ń kún, tí wọ́n ń wò wípé inú kí kọ́fì ó lọ káwọn mọ́ rí, òun ni wọ́n fi rí pé ẹ ṣe sà nínú kí àwọn ṣiṣẹ́ kí kọ́fì ó lọ kán mọ́ wá pamọ́, òun ni wọ́n fi rí pé àwọn ṣiṣẹ́ fún owó táwọn gbà ní ìjọ òní. Ìyẹn wá mú wọn ṣiṣẹ́ yẹn ní kọ̀rọ̀, wọ́n dẹ̀ ń ṣe ní gbangba pẹ́sẹ̀ ò ní wá mọ́ ní sẹ́, àwọn ò ní ṣe kinní mọ́. Níyìí tó jẹ́ pé àtẹ 100,000 lọ wọn tí wọ́n ń ṣèrègùn owó léyìn lórí, ẹ lè bọ́ àtàkà ẹ búlì wọn ká ẹ sọ fún ọ pé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ rí wọn mọ́ torí bẹ́nu bá jẹ ojú ó tì. Èyí ni ó jẹ́ ká ẹ lè padà sórí òdodo tá a jọ ń bá bọ̀ látẹ̀yìn. Ẹ lé àwọn yẹn lọ, ẹni tí ó rà, tí ò san, tí ò jẹ mọ̀dùnmọ̀dùn débi pé kò ní lè sọ mọ́ròmọ́rò, ẹni yẹn lẹ wá wò pé ń fi wàhálà tírẹ́tì. Gbogbo ń tẹ̀ ń wù níwà àti ń tẹ̀ ń gbé jáde, ìyẹn ní ń tú yín láṣìírí ibi tẹ́ ẹ wà. Èmi fẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ lọ mọ kinní kan, gbígba láyà mi bàbá lọ́ba kìí ṣèyọnu. A ti sọ nígbà kan rí pé ogún lọ́ọ̀yà kò tó fún justice fún Mohbad. Ibi kálukú bá lè ṣe dé tí bàbá fi rí i pé ó ti rẹ ọkùnrin yìí lóòótọ́, ìní wọn ti tún ìgbésẹ̀ ṣe. Àwọn tí ń ṣẹlẹ̀ yìí ó mú wa rí i pé ìgbẹ̀yìn justice fún Mohbad dúdú lọ́sàn-án ó so. Tí ẹ bá wá rí àwọn justice tìkà olódodo, ó fi hàn yí pé wọ́n sinmi fún gbà díẹ̀ wọn ò lọ torí abiyamọ kan kì í sun àsùnpìyè. Ẹni tó bá ní tí ń wá, bí àwọn Yorùbá ṣe máa ń pòwe pé alátìkèké gbélé ẹni tí ń wọ́ mi sùn tán. Òun ni ọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad tó sọnù mọ́ bàbá lọ́ba lọ́wọ́ kò sẹ́ni tó lè sun àsùnpìyè tí wọ́n bá lọ wọ́n sinmi ni kìí ṣe ti kú bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kìí ṣe tàìsàn nǹkan kò ṣe wọ́n ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ̀ lè rí àwọn olódodo lé ẹ̀dà ọ̀rọ̀ òwe pípa òun ni pé ọmọ mi gbẹ́nà ẹni tí ò bá gbẹ́nà ẹnìkan yìí sọ fún un arábìnrin iṣẹ́ ọwọ́ yín hàn bẹ́yìn náà ti sọ̀pọ́ọ̀tì bóyá ni ọ̀jẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ńgbà tẹ́ ẹ wá sí nàìjíríà ẹ̀yin náà ti gba afland ní lẹ́kì lọ́dọ̀ ọba tí ń fún wọn nílẹ̀ fún wọn lówó torí ní ìgbẹ̀yìn nínú ọ̀rọ̀ yín ilẹ̀ sọ pé bàbá ọlọ́mọ wọ́n ti ní ẹni tí ó bá lọ kó máa lọ kílẹ̀ tó ń ṣe kí ni wàhálà sẹ́yìn lẹ bí Mohbad ni ó jáde nínú ọ̀rọ̀ yín ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì ẹ̀ mú àwọn tó jẹ́ olódodo ẹ̀ ń fi ọgbọ́n fẹ́ sọ wọ́n di ọ̀tá sí bàbá ọlọ́ba síbẹ̀ ẹ̀yin gangan ilẹ̀ ń gba àbọ̀dè fún justice ẹ̀yin lẹ̀ ń jẹ ìdájọ́ òdodo fún Mohbad ẹ̀ ń jẹ lẹ́yìn fífún ẹni ọba jẹ́ aláburú tí wọ́n mọ̀ níkà nínú justice ẹni wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ bá wí èmi mọ̀ pé Èdùmàrè tó tú àṣírí àwọn tàná kò ní bo tiyín náà bẹ́ẹ̀ àṣírí yín máa tú wọ́n máa rí yín afẹ́fẹ́ máa fẹ́ a máa rídìí yín ẹ mọ́ gbàgbé lórí Wùmí pé ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ kan kò ní lọ láì jìyà torí pé bí ajá bá pẹ́ láyé ẹran ògún ní í ṣe Wùmí ó jìyà ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ torí pé ẹran ògún ẹran ìṣekúpa Mohbad òun ni Wùmí wọn Yorùbá tún wá pòwe kan pé fi iná kínkín jóra ẹ fi jó ọmọ ẹ kó o tó fi jó ọmọ làkejì owó tẹ̀ ń ná lórí pé kán mọ́ bú Liam ẹ dákun ẹ sọ ọmọ ẹni tí Liam jẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ kán mọ̀ pé ẹni báyìí lẹ bí Liam fún kìí ṣe Mohbad torí a rí àwọn irọ́ yín tí fídíò wọn ń bẹ níta tí ń go viral tí wọ́n bímọ fún ọkọ tó jẹ́ pé gbogbo tí bọ̀bọ́ yẹn ní orí ọmọ yẹn ló ná lé at last DNA sọ pé ẹni yẹn kọ́ ló lọ́mọ tí èèyàn bá sì ṣe ń tùfù kì í kíyèsí ẹ̀kúlé kí ni mú Wùmí bẹ̀rù láti má ṣe DNA yẹn ní kíákíá torí pé ó mọ̀ lọ́kàn ẹ̀ pé àwọn ti ṣe DNA yẹn kò mú yes fún Mohbad kínní yẹn wá ń ṣọ́ọ̀kì wọn lọ́kàn ìyẹn wá jẹ́ kán máa náwó fáwọn oníjẹkújẹ fáwọn àgbààyà fáwọn aláìlátúbọ̀tán fún àwọn tí wọ́n fàárọ̀ ṣiṣẹ́ tí wọ́n fi alẹ́ dànù lórí ọmọ gbowó yín ẹ mọ̀ tí náwó yẹn tán owó tẹ́ ẹ gbà ẹ ti ná tán ó fi hàn pé kò síye tí wọ́n fún ọ nígbà náà tí wọn ò ti fi ra ogún bí yín kò síye tí wọ́n fún yín tí ẹ tí ì ná tán torí pé arònímọ̀rọ̀la ó ń ṣiṣẹ́ sí kọ̀rọ̀ ara ẹ̀ ni torí pé à ń gbọ̀n nù lára yín kí ìjìyà yín ọmọ bá pọ̀ lára àwọn ọmọ tẹ́ ẹ bí ṣùgbọ́n torí kọ́lọ́ ń sọ pé ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ nìyẹn ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ jìyà yẹn tọmọtọmọ ni ló jẹ́ ká ẹ máa ṣiṣẹ́ láti fi dẹrù olódodo nù bẹ́ẹ̀ fẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ̀ Mohbad ó gbàdájọ́ òdodo èmi ò ní kú General Vengeance ò ní kú nǹkan ò ní sẹ̀mí mọ́mí kọ́fì àtàwọn olódodo yòókù wọ́n gbàdájọ́ òdodo fún Mohbad èyí ó dá àwọn ẹni ibi bí Ìyábọ̀ yóò dá wọn lọ́wọ́ kọ́ èyí ó dá àwọn òṣìkà tẹsẹ̀ mọ́ rìn bí àwọn tá a mọ̀ bí àwọn ìyá àjẹbàjẹ́ tí wọ́n ń bẹ ní kọ́nà tí wọ́n ń bẹ nínú ugò tí wọ́n láwọn làwọn ń jẹ́ jíìnì yóò dá wọn lọ́wọ́ kọ́ èmi kàn fẹ́ ká má gbàgbé pé bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe gbé kálukú ni ó fi ọwọ́ ẹ̀ ni ó fi ṣèdájọ́ ara ẹ̀ kí ọlọ́run tó gbé ìdájọ́ èèyàn dìde fúnra kálukú ni ó kọ́ fi ọwọ́ pèsè ìgbésí ayé fún ọmọ tó bí àti àwọn ọkọ ẹ̀ àti ìdílé tó ti jáde tọrẹsàn Mohbad yóò ké lórí gbogbo ẹ̀jẹ̀ ọmọ ẹnì kọ̀ọ̀kan tí wọ́n gba owó láti fi da ìdájọ́ òdodo rú. ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mo tún bọ̀.
ọ̀rọ̀ owó sì ni.
ẹ jọ̀ọ́ sà ẹ jọ̀ọ́ mà mọ́mí jí babe ẹ káàbọ̀ o. bóyá host wa wọ́n ń ṣe nǹkan lọ́wọ́.
ẹ káàsán mà àdúrà wa gbà ṣé ẹ ti conclude ni mà abẹ́fẹ́ ṣé okay all right báyà tí ẹ bá dé padà mà General Vengeance, good afternoon mommy Comfy yo mommy trust no one. I think she's having problem with her network or one jabole rushing low of all wọlé pẹ̀lú another account. Then the commenters, God bless you, adeku àsìkò àánú yìí lára àwọn tí Ọlọ́run máa ṣàánú fún àwa máa pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run á kà wá mọ́ wọn because I know it's both the Christian and Muslim that tí wọ́n observe àsìkò àánú yìí so àánú Ọlọ́run awàwárí aṣàánú fún adáríjì that is àwọn tó jẹ́ olódodo tó ń ṣèfẹ́ Ọlọ́run tí wọ́n gba kọ́bọ̀ wọn gbowó tí pé káwọn fi obstruct justice àwọn ni àdúrà yìí ń bá wí tó dẹ̀ máa rí bẹ́ẹ̀. General Vengeance, are you still there please sir? àmọ́ ti flag wọn ni General Vengeance ẹjọba wa tap ó dà pé wọ́n ti flag wọn. Mommy Comfy, are you there? ó dà pé wọ́n ti flag. Please tap ẹ bá wa tap please. wọ́n ti flag ni. Okay olú ọmọ ni yes but ó dà pé General Vengeance ò sí ní wọn sì ń bẹ báyà kí n máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ mo fẹ́ confam kọ̀ọ̀kan lọ́dọ̀ wọn maybe he's busy. All right, let me just continue at least. He started playing with voice note Yomi, and I just want to say something. Mo ti gbàdúrà yẹn á jẹ́ fún gbogbo wa. Yeah, no one is perfect, but we that were still standing for the truth tá a fẹ́ òtítọ́ òdodo fún Mohbad àti orílẹ̀-èdè ibi tá ti wá Nàìjíríà, especially Yorùbá. Bá ní Nàìjíríà náà mo kó gbà wá yòókù pọ̀ àárí àánú gbà. So ìgbà tí wọ́n play kíní Yomi, I think that charity something you need to drop it or kò bè lọ Ọlọ́run pé ṣé bó ṣe yẹ kó ṣe nìyẹn. Because you can see what is going on in the world, especially Nigeria. Ìyà ń jẹ àwọn èèyàn ń suffer. But you can I think Mommy Trust No One mentioned VDM the other time. It's not only VDM. Of recent, I've been seeing this boy use the TV and some other guys too. They are doing charity as well. They are going places. Imi go afi ìlú sílẹ̀ maybe for Òṣogbo ti Ọ̀yọ́ or Ìbàdàn or Èkìtì or Èkó. We see them going places. They are doing charity, which is the purpose of life. To lift human being, to support human being, to care for human being, to bring hope for humanity. But you are not doing it. You just station are lórí justice for Mohbad. Is that what your foundation is? And these people, I will tell you, mo wà really amazed. Follow up one kíní wọn ò dúró sójú kan torí pé Ọlọ́run ló pè wọ́n níṣẹ́. These guys, they are àbúrò náà jẹ́ fún ẹ. even tó díẹ̀ ló kù tó bá máa bí Beyus yẹn lọ́mọ Beyus is it Beyus or Beyus TV follow up wà nbẹ people are the one funding this guy because they can see out kò béèrè owó lọ́wọ́ ìkọ̀kọ̀ they can see he is very trustworthy is very honest guy God bless you òun gan wọ́n ti pààrọ̀ mọ́tò fún and you can't see him wearing flashy kó wọ Guinea bikini ó ń lọ káàkiri ó ń ṣàánú Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ ẹ̀rọ aláàánú sóhun náà even àwọn tó follow you can see scholarship given to those students or a bag wọ́n ṣe ogbẹ the guy that was selling pure water or something mineral called Quadri torí ní àìpẹ́ torí lẹ́nu ọjọ́ mẹ́ta ó try ó ti ní Quadri máa lọ school ó ti lọ báyẹ̀ náà wọ́n ṣe and of recent the one I saw today there is this fashion house in a guy these are young guys ní fashion house ní mi báyẹ̀ kò ló wà mi ìmọ̀lú tó wà YL kìnnìkan they now reach out to Beyus that guy ó ga àwọn rí quality nǹkan táwọn lè lò ní life ẹ̀ kó wá ṣe modeling fáwọn ó lọ bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn dẹ̀ mú wọn lọ tápẹ́rù Yomi ni kò ní akọni kò wá contact kan sanwó kò ní lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ kò ní ṣe follow up he took this guy there wọ́n rí pé okay for àwọn máa fún ní contract for a year àwọn máa fún ní contract for a year àwọn máa fún ní contract for a year sorry for that phone call tí mo receive àwọn afúbọ̀ yẹn contract for a year káwọn fi try ẹ̀ ó bá tẹ̀ gbá fẹ́ million ní gbogbo gbà every time tó bá ti ní aṣọ and you know all these guys are into clothing and whatever àwọn dẹ̀ gbé wọ́n change ó lọ wọṣọ perfect something fún that modeling sorry please can you mute and the guy said it is not only in Nigeria he will go at irikonori he will go to international bọ́nà ṣe oríire ṣe máa ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ ní àwọn tó pa àwọn lóòótọ́ and this guy even Chanel trainers tó wọ̀ ó bọ́ọ̀lẹ̀ ó ní kí bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn tẹ̀ wọ̀ torí kó bọ́ slippers ẹsẹ̀ kó tẹ̀ try ó ní kó máa mú lọ you know how expensive are those trainers are ó dẹ̀ fit ó ṣe ó ní òun máa get in touch through Beyus àwọn èèyàn ló fọ́ọ̀dù Beyus ti change mọ́tò tí mo rí bíi méjì àbí mẹ́ta wọ́n help ẹ̀ kó ṣe pé kó máa wọ́n fún mi lówó wọ́n fún mi ó dẹ̀ tẹ̀ bá tí di justice for Mohbad charity yóò gbé ẹ I'm telling you and you are even praying that when they are playing the voice note kọ́lọ̀ má fi ìṣẹ́ ṣe kinní kan àdúrà yóò gbà fún ẹ Yomi. You know, this is my fault. Àsìkò yìí kò tẹ̀ yẹ kí raise voice me, but I just have to, when I'm trying to pass my message ni mo máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ sókè. You can see, sí níbẹ̀ Ọlọ́run ò pè ẹ́ ní call, that is not your calling. Bóyá ó ní kó fi dún ẹ wò, owó ló ń béèrè. Ó tún ní àwọn kan náà fún lówó ṣe kinní kan. Ìwọ ló gbàdúrà náà. Ó ní ẹ̀kọ́ náà má fi kinní wọ́n yàn. But it is not, that àdúrà is not meant for you. Ìwọ ló gbàbọ̀ kó gbà fún ẹ. And you are just saying trash wọ́n rán ẹ wá ní àti mọ̀pọ́dọ̀ Wùnmí náà ló ti wá gbogbo ètò kan ń sọ wájú Ìyábọ̀ yẹn kinní kan yẹn you can see and that woman what is her name Monjola you better be careful Ọlọ́run gbogbo atrocities and I don't not only you and Arifa kọ àwọn díẹ̀ àti Papa Bingo yín iṣẹ́ ti bá yín múlẹ̀ that is why sometimes you say they are collecting money iṣẹ́ ni o iṣẹ́ ni ẹni tó bá ní ìbẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run tọ́lọ́run dẹ̀ kẹ́ bó tẹ̀ tó wà kó wà contented you will not even because of one money blood money owó ẹ̀jẹ̀ wà gbàna owó tó ń lọ tó ń gba tẹ́pẹ̀tẹ̀ ní mọ̀ọ́kọ́ tẹ́ná fún wọ́n fún èèyàn kan $1 billion ní gan ẹ̀ ní mọ̀ọ́kọ́ tẹ́ná sí I'm telling you the truth torí pé owó yẹn iṣẹ́ kú ní thank you sir ṣé a mọ̀ pé n tó ń ṣe wọ́n nìyẹn ebi àwọn míì náà wà bí bàtẹ́ pé ẹ bá rí wọn ẹ níṣẹ́ lóyìnbó náà wà àwọn ló máa ń jẹ́ kọ́ Ọlọ́run láti is so appalling you even wo mo rí pé o ti fẹ́ máa copy Lagata fìlà yóò fi tiẹ̀ àkòdẹ́ ṣe rí wọn ló ń rà àwọn ní £1 yẹn ló ń lọ rà ní market tán àwọn £1 market ó gbé fìlà náà sórí o ti níbi red o ti níbi blue mi ò bú ẹ o mo kàn observation ni ó bá bú mi mo mọ bí ṣe máa dùn lórí o ti ṣẹlẹ́dàá mi o ti parọ́ mẹ́lẹ́dàá mi lẹ́yìn tó gba ogún mi wípé wo bàbá ìwọ́dẹ̀ accuse bàbá inú àkáǹtì ẹ ló gbélé náà ẹ̀mẹ́ta mo sọ ó sínú àkáǹtì ẹ yàtọ̀ sí ètò àsan fún àwọn ta fáwọn prime boy àti ọmọ kí ló ń pè tí queen ní support yẹn ọmọ yẹn njọ tí 500,000 ní ẹ kó fún àmọ́ báyà gbogbo owó lẹ kó fún wọn pé bó 500 lẹ fún wọn jọ yẹn the same with Arifa Prince kí ló lóun jẹ́ o agún mi wà lára yín bẹ́ẹ̀ bá bú èbú agún yẹn mo fi represent Mohbad àti bàbá ẹ̀ ta fi ń support ni pé àwọn tèèyàn wa tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ bọ̀ ẹni ebi ṣe rí àdúrà yín ò gbà ìyẹn lára ṣe ń ta you are coming for people like Comfy people like Avengers àtàwọn yòókù náà that is why you are coming for them ìtorí pé ìkanra ìtara eworu the other guy yẹn kí lorúkọ onílé òun sọ pé kéèyàn kan màmá èèyàn kan kí ni nǹkan tó tẹ lára tó yẹn ó ṣòpọ̀ Ọlọ́run ò gbàdúrà yín ètò tó wá fi Kùránì ṣe pé lórí kíní àti Bible tí Ọlọ́run bá gbàdúrà yín ó fún yín ní nítorí pé wọ́n gbà tó ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fún yín lówó wọ́n pín owó fún yín and look at one I observe something ìjọ tí wọ́n rán fún wọn lówó ètò Arifa fẹ́ dákú mo ní Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ kọkùnrin ìfẹ́ǹtì wọ́n ní kọ́ fún 100,000 péré.
nítorí 100,000 péré.
bọ̀bọ̀ kọ́ dẹ̀ wá ń bẹ̀ God bless that guy mi ò tí ì gbọ́hùn bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn pé ó sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀mí Ọlọ́run bá bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn àwọn ọmọ ará Kútọ́nù yẹn wọ́n ní bẹ̀rù àwọn tó wá láti Togo tó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ ègùn yẹn wọ́n ní bẹ̀rù and thank God the guy was given 200,000 gbàtọ́ ní kọ́ sọ̀rọ̀ kan dúpẹ́ ó dúpẹ́ bọ̀bọ̀ yẹn wá ní bọ̀dá láti òun rò nǹkan kan kíní kan wà lọ́kọ̀ òun ẹ jẹ́ káwọn fi bàbá lẹ̀ tí bàbá ò bá tẹ̀ táwọn bá sọ pé bàbá ò wà Joseph ọmọ ẹja àfi bàbá lẹ̀ ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ́ ká jà fún Mohbad kó tó sọ̀rọ̀ tán láti ti cut off tí bá ń parọ́ ṣèbẹ́yìn náà ẹ̀yin lẹ ṣe show láti ìzọ̀nà jíkẹ́ show èmi òun wá sórí kiri yín ìjẹ́pọ̀ ẹ̀tẹ̀ ráwọn ẹ̀fẹ́ ráwọn èèyàn náà anyway àtijọ́ ọdún mélòó lẹ ti block wa báyà bíi 3 years ago àwọn wá sọ́dọ̀ ibẹ̀ tẹ̀ block àwò wá sọ́dọ̀ yìí but the guy said ẹ̀rọ Ọlọ́run kò ṣe nítorí owó yẹn bọ́ ẹ̀rí bàbá yẹn kó ṣí kinní kó máa jà kó ní kinní kan nítorí kinní ó dẹ̀ dúpẹ́ 200,000 wà Arifa tó ń lọ káàkiri tó ń parọ́ ó ti mú ẹ lára unrepentant liars ní wọ́n ti sọ ó dẹ̀ lè bọ́nú ẹ̀ ebi báwo lọ́lọ́run ti fẹ́ gbàdúrà yín bí wọ́n tó bá fún ẹ ní 1 billion Arifa ó lè mọ nǹkan tó máa ná sí wàá kọ́ pé agbolówó yìí gbà lọ because it's blood money and àgbàna ó dẹ̀ ń ṣiṣẹ́ ibi ó dẹ̀ ń parọ́ Yomi ló parọ́ mọ́ Yomi náà ó ní Yomi lọ mú stamp ó lọ jí stamp ọlọ́pàá bẹ́ẹ̀ Olúwọlé ló lọ fi sá ló lọ tẹ̀ you continue lying liar you becoming àwọn tó ń gbọ́rọ̀ yín tẹ̀ ni wọ́n ń dáhùn tó rọ̀rọ̀ yín ti kú kò sí nǹkan rere tó ti Nazareth yín jáde títí ayérayé máa fi dé kí ló dé ẹ tẹ́ bá ti ní ẹ pé bàbá yìí ó ṣe kí ẹ máa ẹ filẹ̀ wá nǹkan míì ṣe àdúrà yóò gbà ẹ wo bí gbogbo ìlú ṣe rú ebi ló ń jẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ wá jókòó ń tẹ ìkọ́ náà máa jáde lánàá mo rí lórí Àjíkẹ́ náà lórí kinní kan fún mi àwọn tó wà lórí Facebook yẹn ni mo rí dájọ́ ní kílódé tẹ́lẹ̀ tó fi ń ké why she crying àkànfí kinní kan nígbà tó máa sọ iṣẹ́ kò ní poultry kinní lòun ṣe I'm selling chicken I'm selling kinní kan lé mo ní abẹ́ẹ̀ rí nìyẹn náà pín tí ẹ̀gbọ́n tí ẹ mo kàn screw kúrò bẹ́ẹ̀ ni is a recorded kinní tí Àjíkẹ́ máa ń gbé síbẹ̀ yẹn náà mo ní tatu lélẹ́yìí àwọn tó ń kọ́mẹ̀ntì lórí kinní tí mo kà pé who is this one cry kinní kan is fún mi àbí kinní kan ló lóun jẹ́ ẹ̀jẹ̀ wo àtàwọn tó wà ń lo ìbò náà tẹ bá rí mi bí arúgbó fọkọfọkọ àti rí fọ́tò yín mi ìfẹ́ dárúkọ yín cause I don't want to go that route ìbá ìjọba lórí iṣu èèyàn kan lẹ́nu láìpẹ́ yìí níjẹta mendias náà wà bẹ ẹ̀dẹ̀ ti change orúkọ yín pàtó èmi irú yín ẹ̀mí níbí mo rí lọ́dọ̀ kíná kí n pè kí lórúkọ mọ̀ rí ìtàn he mọ́lẹ̀ ẹnu ẹ̀ tó kó ba ọ̀rọ̀ church ni wọ́n náà sọ gbà yẹn tó ní Ọlọ́run yú ẹ tẹ́ pé ẹ ò ti wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ kó dúró síbẹ̀ tẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ń bú àwọn pastor let's boycott the church let's boycott the pastor kí ló kàn yín ẹ fi wọ́n lẹ̀ kọ́ lóun ṣe ìdájọ́ fún wọn èmi ò support any pastor ẹ̀yin àti tẹ́ ń parọ́ àtàyìn tẹ́ pé wàhálà lẹ́ ń ṣe kiri tẹ́ ń dunu mọ́ èèyàn kan yàtọ̀ sí wọn náà ṣé sì mọ̀rí ò ti gba tiẹ̀ ń sìn tí wọ́n ní mo rí njọ́ yẹn mo rí kíní ẹ̀ ó ṣí ojú ẹ̀ ṣe kíní obìnrin ṣe wá dàbí arúgbó wọ́n dẹ̀ mú kan fi pé mú ẹ̀ ṣe kíní kan Comfy is naturally beautiful. Kò ṣe irun. You two are not doing irun, gé irun ni now. Èló ni irun bàbá bíbà. Ẹlòmíì gba ara scissors ara kíní agé fún rẹ̀. Is it part of justice for Mohbad? Ẹ ti sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo ẹni kálukú ti sọ̀rọ̀ síra wọn. Ẹ wá wọ́n wá lọ ń pera yín. Ẹ wá wọ́n ti confine. You cannot bring her down. Ẹni tí Ọlọ́run ò gbé tó lè mú wálẹ̀. Èèyàn kọ́lẹ̀ bá dé òkè èèyàn kọ́ ni kó fèsì ẹ̀. Gbogbo yín wá ṣe bí ṣuṣuṣuṣu. Bàbá ọ̀lẹ ni bàbá ọ̀lẹ. Ebi ẹ̀kọ́ ń tẹ bá wò wọ́n náà kéèyàn nídìí kéèyàn tún bá wọn wí Ọlọ́run ti gbé nǹkan tí wọ́n máa sìn dání fún wọn. Ebi yẹn ni ìyà ẹ lè ọ ní ọwọ́ ni àbí òkè lọ ẹni tó fúnni ni tó afúnni ń gbé àbí báwo ẹni tó fúnni ọwọ́ ẹ̀ òkè bọ̀ ẹ̀yìn gbà ẹ̀ wà ń sálẹ̀ you continue to go down. Yomi kíní top player ni mo ṣe ní òkè let me just put there. Ó wá ń gbàdúrà yẹn woman yẹn wá sọ pé àṣà máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn èyí tó lóun jẹ́ mò ń jọlá. Ìwọ tí oníwọ̀ òwò a máa ó tiẹ̀ tún mọ Jésù náà pé mò ń gbọ́ àmì lórúkọ Jésù. So mọ̀mọ́ Jésù ló ń jẹ́ ni Jésù ni if you can't pronounce it well máa yí o Jésù ó ti mọ̀ pé ò lè pé dáadáa ìkà ni ẹ́ orí Ọlọ́run má ṣe mí Ọlọ́run má jẹ ìyá mi tiẹ̀ ti kú tipẹ́ àwa kéèyàn kan ní kinní kan àbí arúgbó tá a bá tún ní kí máa wá sórí show kí máa tọrọ owó ọlọ́ọ̀lẹ́dà mi ó sì ọlọ́ọ̀dà mi ò ní ṣe tèmi bẹ́ẹ̀ mo kọ́ ìyá náà ní gbogbo eléyìí òun lẹ ṣe ń rí wọn tó ń talẹ̀ òfò tó ń scam àwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n dẹ̀ fi ń tu wọ́n á bọ̀dá ẹ máa pẹ́ yes sir nítorí ẹ fẹ́ jẹ màálù ẹ ń pe màálù yẹta ẹ ń pe ní bọ̀dá sometimes ìbá fún mi ṣé irú àwọn eléyìí ló yẹ kí wọ́n tẹ̀ máa engage ọ̀rọ̀ sí but bí pé fi ẹ̀tẹ̀ play yẹ ẹni pé Yomi náà sọ pé ìgbà tí woman ẹni ṣe máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ Ọlọ́run á dáríjì ìyẹn tó bá tẹ̀ máa dáríjì ṣùgbọ́n ẹ jẹ gbogbo ìyà tẹ́tí ṣe gbogbo ẹ jẹ ìyà ń tẹ́ ṣe sílẹ̀ Yomi mọ̀mọ́ sáré sọ nígbà tí woman ẹni ṣe máa lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ni Yomi ní àfi kọ́lọ́n kó dáríjì wọn ò ní kọ́lọ́n kó dáríjì wọ ò rọ́wọ́ mú wọ àwọn ọmọ tó ṣe charity kiri they are unblessed wọn ni wọ́n dẹ̀ ń la dẹ̀ ń rí bọ̀bọ̀ bẹ̀yùsì yẹn wọ́n tún change mọ́tò fún un ní wàhù there are many of them táàrí wọn lọ ṣọ́ọ̀bù ìwọ wá ràn dí mọ́ justice for Mohbad wọ́n ní kó wá bàjẹ́ pẹ̀lú ẹ̀ náà ó tún gba owó torí pé Ọlọ́run kò àdúrà tó sọ pé ó gbà lẹ́ẹ̀kan pé kọ́lọ́ má fi kíní kan dáyàn báyà iṣẹ́ àbíkẹ́ owó kò gbà Ọlọ́run ò gbàdúrà tiẹ̀ ó kò gbà ni because you are so pained kó lanu ọmọ ẹ ọmọ tí ò wá jọ́sẹ̀ òní wọ́n ṣá lórí kí yọ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ olùpọ̀ kan sọ pé gbogbo tẹ máa fi tẹ́ màmá rò pé kìíní àwọn kan bẹ́ẹ̀ ti fàṣẹ sí why you don't know ìbí ìwọ náà tó ní wọ́n lọ ṣoògùn wọ́n lọ ṣe ìṣèbí wọ́n ní thank God general remember tó ní ẹ fẹ́ yọwọ́ bàbá oníkọ́ máa lọ kíní kọ̀ọ̀kan lọ gbé sàǹgbétọ́ kọ́ máa lọ ṣoògùn you yourself said it torí pé ẹ fi agbára Ọlọ́run tó dá ayé àtọ̀run sílẹ̀ ẹ rò pé ilẹ̀ ní agbára ẹ lọ yí padà kẹ dandan kọ́ ni kẹ bá Mohbad wá justice àbí bàbá ẹ tẹ bá tẹ ní justice for Mohbad lẹ́wà ẹ fi bàbá ẹ lẹ̀ ẹ fi sí ààyè owó náà kò dẹ̀ sí ẹ kò gbé yìí kò tiẹ̀ èmi sọ fún yín mo ti sọ owó ẹ̀jẹ̀ owó àgbàná owó ìbànújẹ́ owó àìsàn àdàbí tí kọnu yóò bá gbà pẹ̀lẹ́ o Papa Bingo ìwọ náà wo bó ṣe rí òun ṣe fi kọ̀ ìwọ náà ti ń jáde wọ́n ti fún ẹ ní change díẹ̀ náà àti lóru àti gbogbo ẹ̀ àti bàbá tẹ́ pé òmù ló wà ṣé mo UK làwa wà bíbà a mọ̀ wọ́n àwọn bàbá tó máa ń gbé sí òmù yẹn tẹ́ pé ẹbí ti kọ̀ bàbá Ṣọlá kí àbí kí ló jẹ́ ó dárúkọ mi rí mo ṣe dárúkọ ẹ o mi ò bẹ́jà o ẹ mọ̀ pé mi ò bẹ́ẹ̀ mo dárúkọ tó ní ẹwọ jíbèmí àti Yétúndé Yétí 70 yẹn mo kọ̀ pé ta ni bàbá yìí tí mi ò mọ̀ rí tí mi mẹ́ṣọ́ orúkọ ẹ̀ àwọn bàbá owó tó ń fún kó máa fi jẹun every week òun ló fi ń fún Papa Bingo dáadáa máa ní Papa Bingo forgive kilo Africa TV forgive lóòrù àná náà ṣe fẹ́ tí gbogbo ayé ń sùn forgive Africa kìíní wọ́n máa ń dá gbé mi báyìí wọ́n máa ń lọ ń dá kàjẹ́ ní àmọ́ wọn ní UK ẹ lè rí ẹbí ẹ lè rí ìyàwó ẹ lè rí wọn ń dá gbé ni àwọn ọmọ ti sá fún wọn ìyàwó gan ti fi wọn lẹ̀ we know them here ìgbésí burúkú tó bá gbé ìyẹn náà lẹ́sẹ̀ rí tó máa ń sọ̀rọ̀ bí ọlọ́tí bàbá mi ò bú yín o bọ̀ ẹyẹ dárúkọ ìgbàdẹ ti dárúkọ mi ẹni tí mi bá wá fún tó bá dárúkọ mi èmi ò fi sílẹ̀ o màá sọ fọ́lọ́run pé òun lọ́kọ̀ wá tọ́ mi òun lọ́kọ̀ wá bá mi what kind of life yẹn báyìí àwọn pípẹ́ yẹn nílẹ̀ láì jẹ́ kínní kan ẹni pípẹ́ yẹn nílẹ̀ láì kínní wàhálà àwọn róòmù náà wọ́n náà máa ń fún yín náà anáwọn tó máa ń tọ́jú yín àmọ́ yín irú yẹn ọ̀tẹ̀ lè gbé yín sí ní good home táwọn òyìnbó wà àwọn bíi ìkẹ́ ẹlọ́yọ̀ kọ̀ọ̀kan tó ń kọ́ àyín dúdú sí búrẹ́dì ẹyọkọ̀ àwọn búrẹ́dì tí ọmọ ní tó máa ta ní half price òun lẹ máa ń rà jẹ owó tó dẹ̀ fún yín every week ló wá ń fún papa bingo wọ́gán tí inú ẹ̀ tí ọlọ́run dọ́nu sí ó gbàdúrà ẹ̀ ní ibi tó ti wá yẹn ṣe bí o wá lọ sínú from fire àbí fry pan to fire o tún wá lọ ń gbẹ o tún ṣe gbẹgbẹgbẹ owó yóò kẹ́ náà kò káyín if you can't talk on justice for Mohbad why are you always speaking on people.
Papa Bingo ti náwó tán owó ti tán.
Kò lè mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́ ni ó dà pé ọ̀kan ló lọ kun léègbì kan ní white bẹ̀ ló ń ṣòun sí ìgbà tó lè ọwọ́ yẹn ò lè ka wọn ẹgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ bọ́ fún ní $1 billion mo sọ fún yín ẹjọ́ kọ́ máa fún wọn kò kí ló ẹgbà tó fún yín lówó yẹ kẹ́ dákẹ́ ni ẹ bá dẹ̀ ti sọ̀rọ̀ yẹ ká òun ti fún wa lówó ṣùgbọ́n àgbà náà wọnú owó yẹn ibi ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì tó ti wá gba àgbà náà ti torí bọ̀ this is the word of God I'm not coming pé ẹ ń ṣe pé kinní kan wọn lè gbé kinní ngbà ẹ ṣe fèmí náà nà ṣèbí ẹ lọ wá pé ẹ lọ wá ìyá kan àti gbá ẹni ẹlẹ́dàá mi ti bínú sí especially wọ́n láti ó tí mọ nǹkan kan ó ní mi kì í ṣe pé fún ẹ láti ìjọ tí ìgbà tó kọ́ sọ yẹn mo ní àdàbí ọlọ́run ló ní níbi tí ká mọ̀ pé ọlọ́run máa ń wà pẹ̀lú àwọn kan jura wọn lọ I was first time I will go to Amori platform èmi kọ̀ wá ń bẹ́ẹ̀ mú kọ́ tiẹ̀ lọ́bẹ̀ẹ́ ni náà wá gbé ìyá ìta pé mi ò lọ sọ Amori platform wọ́n yìí máa sọ pé ohun èmi